Good evening to you and welcome inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. I'm Drew Blevins. This is Fayetteville Marksmen pregame. You're listening to Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on the Marksmen Radio Network. Tonight's going to be a lot of fun between two teams that are vying for top spots in the SPHL. As the Fayetteville Marksmen enter the contest 4-0-0, one of two undefeated teams left this season. And the Knoxville Ice Bears enter at 3-1-0, and a little bit of a proving ground game for both of these two teams. Fayetteville's 4 wins have come against teams that combined don't have a regulation win so far this season. Meanwhile, for Knoxville, they're trying to shake off the thought that maybe they're not as strong as their record indicates because they've had to win 2 in overtime, relying on a couple of 3-on-3 goals to skate to bonus standings points. And I think that's something to keep an eye on tonight, is just how much these two teams are going to be pushing. And it's an important thing to keep an eye on because you're getting through the first leg of your first 3-3 of the season. You're taking things back to Fayetteville next weekend. And I think when you kind of look at the way this all shakes out at this very stage in the hockey game and this very stage in the season, you really want to see your team get better every week. And this is the critical week where you know where you stand. It's been said quite often that after you get a month in with a singular group, you very much know where you stand with your team and where the adds and subtractions need to be made. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the pregame show. Let's go ahead and step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back, you'll hear from the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. This is Marksmen Hockey.
Hey, Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksmen pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. Coach, you're off to a 4-0 start. You're one of 2 undefeated teams left in the SPHL. Does that mean anything to you, or is that just a statistic really for me to quote on a broadcast?
That's more for you. We got a long way to go, and I think we can improve on a lot of things. So I'm not too concerned with that right now.
You bring in Carlos Forneris and Zach Boyle, guys that you want to make an impact immediately after going last weekend without an extra body. What is it that made those two such strong candidates to come to Fayetteville and make an immediate impact?
Yeah, I mean, I think Carlos was a sought-after guy after he got released from Atlanta. And, he's got a ton of skill, and I expect him to kind of produce and be an offensive threat for us. I think he'll do a really good job for us. Zach's a big kid. He can kind of play forward and D, but he's gonna get some reps out in D tonight. So excited to watch him play.
Speaking of big players, Carter Strothers called up to South Carolina earlier on in the week. What is it like losing a 6'5" defenseman?
Yeah, irreplaceable, I would say. But that's just the nature of the beast. I think he's a kid that can probably play at the next level. So, I wish him the best of luck. If we get him back, great. If not, next man up mentality.
When it comes to scoring for your team, it seems like this has been a charge that's been led by guys that don't have as many years in the league. Drake Glover has 3 goals. Matt McNair has 3 goals. Taylor Best has 3 assists to go with the pair of goals he's had. How much fun is it for you to watch these young guys kind of take their careers by the reins and go ahead and make an early impact?
I think it's more fun to think about if we get the older guys going too, because then we'll be able to get some more goals, to be honest. But it's nice to see the younger guys going, and hopefully they can keep it moving here.
Well, and you've been around some of the older guys for a while as an assistant coach and dating back to your days as a player. What does it take to get some of those older guys, some of those veterans going?
They'll get going. I'm not too concerned about guys, like Tanner and Marley. They're really good hockey players, so, they'll figure it out.
This is a Knoxville team that's been around the block, that's had 4 President's Cup championships, a lot of success, a lot of returning names to go along with Jimmy Pareda in net. In your film study this week, what were you seeing out of Knoxville?
Yeah, they're a really good team. I think this weekend's going to be a big test. I'm actually looking forward to it because we're going to get a chance to kind of see where we're at. They play hard. They play fast. Their transition game is really good. So it'll be a really good test for us this weekend. I'm excited to watch them play.
First 3-3 of the season, what's the key to making sure everybody stays fresh as you go down into periods 7, 8, and 9 on Sunday?
I don't think there's any keys. I just think they got to work hard, to be honest.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you for your last question. You always tell me competing is the key to winning and success in any game. Aside from competing, what's something you're looking for out of your team tonight?
Work hard.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame after these messages. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. We welcome you back inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, Knoxville, Tennessee, on a chilly, chilly day here in the Volunteers state. And it's been cold really throughout the Southeast, starting to feel a lot more like hockey weather, which for some of you is welcome news. For others, well, let's just say you're longing for that October weather that we had in North Carolina, where it was in the 70s. I want to go ahead and have a look at the SPHL standings, and it's interesting because the SPHL standings board right now is proof that there are a lot of different ways to be competitive in the league and to hang around, which is going to be one of the things that we're talking about tonight with both of these teams coming into a proving ground game. We'll start things off at the top with the Huntsville Havoc. They are perfect at 5-0-0 with 10 standings points. Evansville is right behind them, 5-1-0 with 10 standings points. Quad City has used an overtime loss to bump themselves ahead of the Fayetteville Marksmen. They stand at 9 standings points. Fayetteville undefeated, 4-0-0. The Marksmen have 8 standings points. Right behind them at 3-1-0, the Knoxville Ice Bears using a pair of overtime victories. The Pensacola Ice Flyers, the reigning President's Cup champions, are sitting in 6th. They have 5 points. Birmingham also has 5. Peoria occupying the last playoff spot. They have 4. And on the outside of the playoff picture, looking in this still young season, Roanoke with 2 standings points, a pair of overtime losses. Macon with the shootout loss to the Marksmen last Friday. They have 1 standings point. And the Vermilion County Bobcats will open their season up at home tonight They are looking for their first win, trying to break out of the cellar of the SPHL. Let's go ahead and have a look at the Knoxville Ice Bears. This is a team that has some very familiar names. Stefan Brucato leading the way. This will be his 5th season here in Knoxville. He's returning as the team captain. Brucato right now is leading the charge offensively. He has 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points. You also have to look at Dean Balsamo as well, a returning name. But I think the guy you're going to want to key in on this weekend overall is Jimmy Parita. So far this season, Parita has a 3-1 record, a better than .950 save percentage. Those are outstanding numbers for a young goaltender in Parita, who's really kept Knoxville in these games close. And whenever you go to overtime, you can never underestimate just how good your goaltender is or how good he's going to be. So keep an eye on that tonight, even though it will be Christian Stead getting the start in net for the Ice Bears. Let's pause one more time. We'll be right back after these messages to talk about keys to victory. This is Marksman Pregame.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. For the final time before puck drop, we welcome you back inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside John Marksman pregame. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to keys to victory tonight. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. We've told you about special teams before, and not to underscore that tonight and not to downplay its importance throughout any hockey game. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is Fayetteville has to find a way to remain solid defensively. This is a Knoxville team that has an identity. They are small on the forward side of the puck, but they are fast. That means you have to be in great positioning, or else you're going to get these smaller, speedier forwards to blow right by you. And quite frankly, that's something you just can't afford to have happen. Even though you have a safety net and Jason Pulaski in net, you do not want to create an environment where Knoxville is being able to shoot the puck from high-chance areas at will. The other thing I think for the Marksmen tonight, as we've told you about, is find a way to play the whole game. We've seen this team have good starts. We've seen this team struggle at the beginning. We've seen this team have great third periods. We've seen this team barely eke it out in the third period. But you've got to find a way to piecemeal the whole thing together. And I think that is what you're going to look at in tonight's game, is which team is going to be able to play all 60 minutes. For the Knoxville Ice Bears, we'll talk about this more in the broadcast. Special teams remains important. They're tied for the top of the league in the penalty kill, and they have the second best power play in the SPHL. And I think that's something that you have to keep a very close eye on, because for a Marksman team that has struggled at times taking too many penalties, you do not want to get trapped in the box, allowing an Ice Bears power play unit to wreak havoc on you. The other thing for Knoxville solved Jason Pawlowski early. Pawlowski's a goaltender that if he gets in a rhythm, he's going to be dangerous, and he will stop a lot of hockey pucks. We've seen him do it so many times this year. Already, he has stopped all but two pucks he's faced, begging your pardon. And that is an unbelievable mark for the young man in net for the Marksmen tonight. That'll do it for us in Marksman pregame. Coming up after these messages, it's puck drop between Fayetteville and Knoxville. Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes, guy needs a Freddy's original double and a turtle sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman pregame. Drew Blevins alongside the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert.
Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. A stirring rendition of the national anthem will get us started here this evening at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. Delighted to have you with us on a fine, albeit chilly, Friday evening in Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is going to be a lot of fun between these two teams. As we told you in Marksman pregame, a little bit of a proving ground game for both organizations. For the Marksmen trying to get their first victory of the season over a team that has a winning record. And for the Knoxville Ice Bears, an opportunity really to prove that they are for real. They've had to go to overtime twice to win. They are 2-0 in the extra frame. But we are mere moments away from getting set for Fayetteville's first 3-game in 3-day stretch. This is the back half of what has been really an early season gauntlet for this group. And we're going to keep an eye on how things precipitate here tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Knoxville, Tennessee, as away we go from the Civic Coliseum. Taken ahead by Marley Quince as he looks to drive in the puck. He backhands in the general direction of Bednard. This will be sent back toward Quince as now the puck rolls up the far side of the rink. Line held and a long shot is sticked away by Christian Stead, making his first professional start. Up to the point, here's a wrist shot that goes off the skate of Marley Quince and is backhanded straight up through center. This is going to roll on the fresh ice all the way down. Icing wave. Pulaski now has to stick it back into the far corner. I'm not sure why icing got waved there. Knoxville did not win the foot race. Now the puck is backhanded toward the point by Colton Fletcher. Here's a long shot by Sam Turner, a recent signee who began the year with the FPHL's Binghamton Black Bears. Now retreating behind his net is Stepan Timofeyev, who has bounced up and down between the FPHL and SPHL over the past couple of seasons, playing here in Knoxville and also with the now defunct Elmira Enforcers. Bounced into the near side corner. It'll be scooped up there by Forneris as he looked to move it to the point. Sticked up to Harrison Harper, who fires a slap shot, but he got more the stick of Balsamo than anything, and we're going to get a hand pass called by the far linesman. 18:40 to go in the first period. It'll give us an opportunity to look at tonight's starting goaltenders. Jason Pulaski goes in net for the Marksmen, putting his perfect 3-0-0 record on the line. He has a .972 save percentage and an .067 goals against average. Both of those are the top of the SPHL. Meanwhile, Christian Stead has no professional record to go off of. In fact, he's playing his first game in nearly 2 full years. While he was at Alaska Anchorage last season, got canned due to the COVID-19 pandemic, so he hasn't played since the 1920 season. Driven in by Forneris, a long wrist shot swallowed by Stead, and he'll take that all day. Sometimes it's just better for young goaltenders to feel the puck early on instead of being challenged, and Stead makes a quality stop on the top of his goal crease from the shot in the high slot. 18:19 to go in the first period. Marksmen are in their road white uniforms, black breezers, white socks, black numericals. Meanwhile, Knoxville in their home black uniforms, black breezers, black socks, and orange numericals. Balsamo tries to fork it up ice. It's stopped at the blue line, and now it'll be skated to by Anthony McVeigh. Pushes out to the far wing. Now a pass up through the slot where it was skated into the zone by Colthorpe. Here's a chance in the slot. Slid through the middle. Pulaski says no on a butterfly slide on the pass that came from the near goal post into the slot. We stay 0-0 just beyond 2 minutes into this first period. Carried ahead by FX Girard. Cross-corner dump into the far side wing. Matt McNair tied for the team lead in points. Handled for a moment. Sticked away from him. But the line is held up at the far side point. Rolling puck in the goaltender's trapezoid, directly in back of Stead. Will be taken by J.B. Baker as he moves up ice. Oliveri with a well-placed stick to dispossess him at center. Now the puck is taken on the near side boards as Jarrett Cupp will reverse all the way back behind Pulaski. Takes a couple of steps and fires a pass to the far wing. Up through center, Marley Quince brings the puck. Quince driving in, lifts it just wide of the far goal post. Picked up by Brucato, who will knock it to his center and receive it back. A cross-ice pass to J.B. Baker as he crosses the blue line, fires a weak wrist shot into Pulaski, who sticks it directly in back of the goal. Zach Boyle charging after the puck on his first shift as a marksman. A little roller, bouncing and oscillating, finally corralled by Shane Bednard, the Bowling Green product. Baker backhands to the point where Sam Turner fires a slap shot. That handcuffed Pulaski, but he was able to get a stick to it and kick it to the far side corner boards. Marksmen are able to get it out to center, staying on that far board. Quince dispossessed, and back the other way come the Ice Bears. Driven in on a good play by Timofeyev, but eventually knocked away by Fayetteville all the way down, perhaps a little too well. This will be icing with 16:43 to go in the first period, and a good clip to this one, as we thought there would be. These are two speedy teams, and when you look at Knoxville, overall they're averaging about 1.5 inches shorter than the Marksmen are, but they're averaging just that much more speed in what they're giving up in size. And then you turn the attention to the blue line, and they've got a couple of better than 6'2", 6'3" defensemen, and that's something that the Marksmen are missing with Carter Strothers getting called up to South Carolina. Down the far boards, wrap chance through the goal mouth harmlessly on the drive in by Colton Fletcher. Up to the point, quickly handled by Riley Robertson, who feeds it below the goal mouth. It'll be scooped up there by Timofeyev, who backhands into the slot. The Marksman of the first team to it. This one's pitchfork sky high up in the air. A little roller. Forneris will go to chase on Robertson, who knocks it around to the near side boards. Scooped up there by Rasmus Waxen Engbach. That's going to be a fun name to say throughout the entirety of the broadcast. The Swedishman going down after it. Picked up by Fletcher near blue line. He walks into the near face-off circle. Backhands a pass to the slot. It's knocked away on a superb defensive stick by Forneris. Now skated ahead by Taylor Best, who scored last weekend. Gives it into the far face-off circle. Quick wrist shot on by McNair, and it is snared by Stead with the best save of the hockey game to this point. 15:32 to go in the first period. Both teams with a pair of shots on goal, both goaltenders making good stops. Face off to the blocker side of Stead. Drake Glover will take it for the Marksmen. He gets tied up, and eventually it's won back by Anthony McVeigh. Flown up ahead as McVeigh has to make a play with his glove to lay it back down. Balsamo comes to help, but McVeigh a touch first, so no hand pass. Now Balsamo goes charging after the puck. He'll get help from Jason Price near corner. Price holding the line as the play had moved up the near side boards. Picked up by Harrison Harper. He turns to the near corner defensive zone, fires a pass to center, quickly punch back to the near wing where FX Girard loses the puck at the red line. Harper now feeds it to the far wing. Drake Glover does all he can just to throw it into open space, and Jason Price is there for Knoxville. Ice Bears defensive zone, far corner is where the play starts up. A long pass intercepted by Don Oliveri at the Marksman defensive blue line. Brought back up through center, Marley Quince will kick it to Tanner Fraze. He slams it into the zone, directly in back of Stead, who comes out of his net to play it. He'll knock to Turner, who gives to the far side wing. Moved all the way up ahead, Stefan Brucato unable to hang on to the puck. Oliveri has it near wing, his defensive zone. Marksman will bring it up through center, dumped in by Tanner Fraze, who's recently been very good with the game-tying goal last week in Macon. Now a chance from the far face-off circle, in on goal. Pulaski makes the save. He'll freeze. 14-18 to go in the first period, with the Ice Bears outshooting the Marksmen 3-2. We remind you that if you want to celebrate your birthday with the Fayetteville Marksmen, call our offices at 910-321-0123 and ask about our birthday packages. For every birthday child, the Marksmen will give them a goodie bag, 15 game tickets, and a memory they will not forget. And don't forget to ask how your child can have their name on the birthday scroll or add a personalized message to the video board at the Crown Coliseum. You can also skate to marksmanhockey.com/birthday packages to learn more. Of course, the Marksmen returning home tomorrow for a 6 p.m. puck drop on Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Night at the Crown Coliseum. That's going to be a lot of fun. You can come meet some of your favorite characters out on the concourse. And as always on Saturday night, we have a post-game skate and a post-game jersey auction coming up for you tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, the Marksmen pause to thank veterans and servicemen and women who are currently in the armed forces during our Salute to Service Sunday. Stick around after the game Sunday as the NC State Ice Pack and the UNC Wilmington Seahawks square off in a college hockey game. Every ticket for the Marksman game on Sunday is good for the college contest. 14-18 to go first period. Face-off will be to the glove side of Jason Pulaski. Marksman and Ice Bears tied 0-0 in this still young game. Forneris from his knees is able to send it up the far side boards. Now he'll get up and charge into the play. Carlos Forneris has looked really sharp in the early going here. McCloy hauls down Brucato, who will dump it in. Pulaski opts to shovel it far corner, but the breakout pass is intercepted. J.B. Baker backhands looking for Brucato in the slot. Sticked away by Pulaski, and now the puck bounces into the near side corner. Don Oliveri onto the puck for the Marksman, sweeps it to Jarrett Cupp. He's tied up by J.B. Baker. Sent off the far side glass, and this will ricochet into the Marksman bench. Out of play, 13:40 to go into period. Jason Pulaski has been busy with movement so far in this hockey game. And as we told you in Marksman pregame, he's a goaltender that if he gets in a rhythm, becomes a lot more dangerous than when he's in a spotty position. And he has been the best goaltender of the league so far this season, and there's not really much question about it. A takedown at the blue line. We're going to keep playing. FX Girard, top of the near faceoff circle, gets it back on a give and go from Drake Glover. His shot ends up high of the crossbar. Marksmen hold the line in the first go-around, but Riley Robertson is there for the Ice Bears. He'll fly it all the way into the near side corner. Alexi Girard jockeying for position, taken away from him by Stepan Timofeyev. He'll sidestep Zach Boyle. More on him in a moment. Directly in back the goal now, Alexi Girard will bring the puck up ice, up the near wing. Girard gives it wide. He was looking for Matt McNair on the far boards, brought back by Knoxville. Timofeyev gives up to the top as he was looking for Carter Colethorpe. Unable to corral the pass. Marksman nearly got caught with too many men on the ice as the puck was dumped right down the bench side boards. Fortunately, it did not hit any Marksman's skate, stick, or otherwise. Balsamo nearly deflected a pass, but now Sam Storman, the defenseman, jumping up into the rush. His shot fought off by Stead. Puck bounces to the near side corner. Tanner Fraze takes a hit from Bellamy. In the near corner. Brought back up by Shane Bednard with Jason Price causing havoc in front. Spun toward the net. Shot is blocked by Colethorpe, but Knoxville gives it right back as they were trying to find Andrew Bellant. Dumped in, and Christian Stead will find the puck and send it all the way across. This one takes an awkward bounce off the stick of Andrew Bellant and goes out of play into the Knoxville bench with 12:01 to go in the first period. Knoxville Ice Bears celebrating their 20th season in operation from 2002 to now 2021-22. The video series on the Jumbotron just put NFL Hall of Famer Peyton Manning up here. Of course, Peyton Manning brought the fine people of Knoxville years of good football memories about a mile away at Neyland Stadium, a place that'll be rocking next weekend when the #1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs come to town. Into the slot, McCloy has to play at far corner as he was double teamed. Now he's got it again in space. They score! Taylor McCloy cuts free of everybody and beats Stead on the short side, and the Marksmen lead 1-0 with 11:44 to go in the first period. Just a play where McCloy is able to find a little bit of space. He's just hanging out in the slot and puts the puck in the back of the net. You're going to hear from him during the first period intermission. Here's another drive in by the Marksmen as this one is deflected up and into the netting, out of play. Assists on that play will go to Marley Quince and Taylor Best, and with that assist, Taylor Best, the Mercyhurst product, will slide into the team lead in points now with 6. And just how good has Taylor Best been? Not to take away from the play by McCloy, but McCloy glowed about his young teammate fresh out of Mercyhurst. Said he's just got great vision and has the hands to make good passes. Slid into the slot again. This is over the stick of Matt McNair. Line held by Cup, who found Oliveri. His shot blocked. Oliveri unable to hold the line as the puck just bounces beyond that near blue line. Dumped back in by the Marksman. Bryce Farrell going after the puck. Left free by Palmerville as he'll find Stepan Timofeyev. Timofeyev rolls it into the zone. Oliveri chops it down with his hand legally. Now pushed over to the middle. And here face-off circle is where Timofeyev will spin it wide. This puck is pitchforked all the way down. Jason Price is the first one to it for Knoxville. He finds Timofeyev at the red line. He'll button the hook back and try to start his engine. Harrison Harper takes it from him, but then it's poked back the other way on a good stick through the middle of the rink by McVeigh. Ice Bears will have the puck momentarily. Now Kyler Matthews will have to spin it down the far boards. He's another one of those former Elmira enforcers we were telling you about. Fraze deflects a pass into the zone. It goes off a body. Now Forneris driving in. Stead has to kick away a bid from Carlos Forneris, who has had his engine going all first period, really. Dumped in by Balsamo. And back behind the net, Pulaski will backhand it up the near boards. Line held by Jason Price, but it's cleared in off of a body as Bednard tries to spin it back up ice. He will successfully on his second try. Forneris unable to get it around Price, and now Bellant has it. He'll send it out to the far side wing. Balsamo is spinning away from a hit. Now Andrew Bellant finds Balsamo in the slot. His shot goes off the body of Harrison Harper, who is there waiting to block it. Carried down the far side boards. Driven in as Best leads for Forneris. He'll drop to the point. McCloy holding his wrist shot off a stick on the way through and cradled into the chest of the goaltender Stead. That'll give us a whistle with 9:40 to go in the first period. Timeout on the ice. We'll take it with them with the score Fayetteville 1, Knoxville 0. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. 9:40 to go in the first period. Fayetteville leading Knoxville 1-0. I want to talk about a cool connection with now the team leader in points, Taylor Best. Had the opportunity to speak with him while we were waiting for the bus to taxi everybody back from Macon last weekend about his college days at Mercyhurst University. And he remarked to me that he had become really good friends with a lot of the baseball players at Mercyhurst, including guys like Cam Bellego, but notably Jimmy Latona. Oddly enough, I had the opportunity to cover both of those players after their freshman and sophomore year of college when they were playing in the Coastal Plain League in Wilson, North Carolina with the Wilson Tobs. And it was a really cool connection to be able to make with Best. And for the hashtag Lake Show up at Mercyhurst University in Erie. Brought all the way ahead. That puck did glance off of a sticker, at least I thought it did. It will be called icing by the far linesman, and the marksman will take what, at least from my perspective, looks like a little bit of a break. I thought just ahead of the red line, Anthony McVeigh may have gotten a stick to that puck as it came screaming behind Pulaski, who did a great job to play dodgeball away from that puck. A roller avoids the stick of Don Oliveri. Now Balsamo gives it to McVeigh, who will find Baker on the far side wing as Knoxville begins another attacking zone possession. Marksmen are out shooting the Ice Bears 7-3 in this hockey game. We told you the 60-minute effort was going to be a key for the Marksmen tonight, and a really good start to this first period. And I would argue this is probably their best start to a hockey game so far this season here in game number 5 of the year. Tanner Fraze loses the puck at the red line. Now Stefan Brucato brings the puck ahead. He is rocked behind the net but skates through it. Marley Quince gets to the puck for the Marksman. He'll bully his way down the far side boards but loses the puck crossing the defensive blue line. Hauled back into the zone and a good play by Carter Colthorpe. Near side corner, Brucato, rocked by Oliveri. He's able to move it up to Jason Price. Sweeps it far side, point line held. Riley Robertson shot, bounces off of a couple of skates on the way through. Now Tanner Fraze for Fayetteville has it. Sends it up the near boards to Bednard, and comes screaming after him with Zach Lambrecht. But the Marksmen are able to dump it out and get off on a line change, sending the Ice Bears to chase. Lambrecht pushes out to the far wing. Riley Robertson's pass is jumped in front of by FX Sherrard. Skated back up ice and a takedown here. As it looked like there may have been a trip crossing the blue line. FX Sherrard will get away with one. Driving in Timofeyev. He's hauled down, and that one will not be let go. This is going to be a cross-checking penalty that will go against the Marksmen. And it's going to be, I didn't get a number. The penalty boxes are set so low here. It's going to be Harrison Harper on the cross-check. So the Marksmen will go to the Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burger penalty kill. And so far, the Marksmen have a very strong penalty kill unit, and it's been a privilege to watch this group operate thus far this season. The Marksmen are 13 for 13 on the penalty kill. That's tied for first in the category, alongside the Knoxville Ice Bears. And so far, Knoxville has not been able to find any sort of momentum to get things going on this power play. 30 seconds gone by in it. Brucato sends it out to the far side boards. It'll be thrown back in by Waxen Engback. Stolen from him by Don Oliveri. He leaves it for McCloy, but Oliveri could not hold up at the blue line. This is going to be offside. 6:47 to go in the first period. Dropping back to get it is Bednard. He'll find a defenseman, and it'll be wristed all the way down 200 feet. It's been like clockwork for this penalty kill unit really all season, and it's made it a whole lot of fun. Palmerville gives into the middle as the Ice Bears set things up near side point. Balsamo pushes to the near corner. Timofeyev holds near face-off circle. Shoveled up to Palmerville, and he'll give back toward the goal line for Timofeyev. Looking into the middle for Balsamo. A rolling puck gets tied up in skates. It's picked off by Bednard, who may have space down the near wing. Bednard fires a wrist shot that was deflected off the stick of the back-checking McVeigh. It ricochets off the back glass and will be scooped up by the Ice Bears. Back the other way they go with 25 seconds remaining in their power play. Brought ahead by Timofeyev, who outskates Jarrett Cup, backhands to McVeigh. He sends to Palmerville. A wrist shot off the stick of Oliveri, well wide of the far post. Ice Bears back to the puck and shoveled to Palmerville. His shot blocked by Marley Quince, and back come the Marksmen. Quince near face-off circle fires a wrist shot that may have surprised Stead, but he has it in the butterfly and will hang on with a whopping second remaining in the cross-checking minor to Harrison Harper. So the face-off will be at the glove side of Christian Stead, who thus far I think has played a very good game, made a great stop on what ended up being a partial 2-on-1, ranging from the near post to the far side and getting his glove onto it on a shot against the grain. But Taylor McCloy beats him on a pass into the slot. This pass is deflected up over the glass and into one of the ice suites. So the face-off may come back out to center. We'll see. If that pass was ahead of the blue line, then it'll stay in Marksman defensive ice, and it's judged to have been. .5:25 to go in the first. Marksmen are out shooting the Ice Bears at a clip of 2-1 so far. Total is 8 shots on goal for the Marksmen and 4 for the Ice Bears. Down the near boards, Forneris backhands into the slot. He was looking for McCloy, who got tied up, and the pass was behind him anyway. Waxening back, able to bully his way through. Now here's Baker with a hard wrist shot, blockered out by Pulaski. Here come the Marksmen back down the near boards. Taylor Best lays it off the inboards. Best looks for Forneris in the middle, has the puck knocked away by Baker, who peels up the near side boards and will backhand it deep. Harrison Harper, the first player back for Fayetteville. Gives it to the near side boards. That may have handcuffed Jarrett Cup, and eventually it's punched back up ice. Now a chance for the Marksmen. This is Glover. His shot took an awkward cairn off the stick of Palmerville, and that forced Stead to have to make a save. Behind the goal line now. Good move made behind the net by Colton Fletcher. Now a pass into the middle. That may have gotten a piece of the goal post. FX Girard keeps the rush on for the Marksmen. Wrap chance. Glover scores! Drake Glover on a bouncing puck behind the net, tucks it in the near goal post, beating Christian Stead, and the Marksmen are up 2-0. The goal will come 15:43 into the first period. Drake Glover saw Taylor Best take the overall lead in points. Glover will have his 4th of the season. He'll take the overall team lead in goals. What a wacky play. And it all stems from that line of Glover, McNair, and Girard keeping the hammer down and pressuring. Marksman looking for more. This is off the outside of the net. Bednard chasing the puck. A good stick lift, but a better play made on the far side boards by Andrew Bellant. Price punches it up and ahead. McVeigh tried to find Bellant. Now a hard fall, far corner, losing an edge, and now Price with a one-timer, fought off by Pulaski. He'll poke it free, and the Marksmen have the puck. Bounced up the far side boards. Line almost held. But nonetheless, the Ice Bears will choose to get off on a change. Single-man pressure. This may work out for their benefit. This is Brucato at the near face-off circle. He drops it into the slot. J.B. Baker's shot sails wide. Picked up by Brucato. He'll backhand it all the way along the end boards to the far corner. J.B. Baker has it far face-off dot. Leaves it below the goal line now for Brucato. He spins at the far post, looking to move it into the slot. J.B. Baker fighting for the puck. Finds Brucato. He slides a pass into the middle as he was looking for Colthorpe. The Marksmen having none of it. They'll send it all the way down on a rolling puck. Manages to find its way into the goal crease. That'll force Stead to play it off. A high pass in through the middle as Storman is hauled down by Colthorpe. A bouncing puck stolen by Carlos Forneris at the far face-off circle. Forneris bounces a pass into the slot looking for Storman. Good defensive stick on the way through by Bellant to knock it away. This will be picked up by the Marksmen near side corner. 2:35 to go in the first period. McNair comes away from the pile with a puck, tried to slide it low. Stead had his stick down and ready for it. Alex Pomerville for the Ice Bears brings it up ice. He one-hands the pass all the way ahead to Stepan Timofeyev. A low-wrist shot kicked out by Pulaski. The rebound controlled by the Marksmen on the near boards. Bounced up to center ice, and here they come again. Drake Glover sidesteps his man. He's got puck support. It's best to the far face-off circle now. Stick handling with a puck and dropping it low is Matt McNair. Below the goal line, Riley Robertson gets the better of his man, knocks the puck free. Jason Price's pass intercepted. Now Glover in the slot. His shot kicked out by Stead, who hauls down FX Girard. Will keep going. Stepan Timofeyev has the puck. 2-on-1 defensively. He gains the blue line and dumps it in. Directly in back of Pulaski. FX Girard calling for the puck. He has it up the near wing. Ice Bears hold it there near blue line. McNair sends it behind the net. Bellant pressuring. He's got the puck, slides it into the slot. McNair knocked the pass away. Now Sam Storman sends it over for Marley Quince. Quince on his backhand finds FX Girard at center. Stolen by Bellant. Now a chance for the Ice Bears, but Marley Quince picks his pocket. Sends it off the far glass. This will bounce all the way to the Marksman attacking blue line, where it had to be settled by Matthews. He'll dump it in. Marksman the first team to the puck, 70 seconds to go in a quick-moving first period. Don Oliveri wanting to slow the pace, finds Shane Bednard. Bednard pushes near wing. Oliveri, the defenseman, jumping into the rush, slides by his man, but had the line cut off by Lambrecht. Sends it off the far boards. Marley Quince intercepts there. Quince driving in, slides it to the slot, goes off the shin pad of Kyler Matthews, who ended up breaking up a pass that would have been a gift-wrapped goal for Bednard. On the far side boards now, Ice Bears have it. This one goes sky high, nearly scoreboard height. Balsamo behind everybody. Cup with a good job back-checking to effect the shot and force it wide. Tanner Fraze onto the puck for the Marksmen, far boards. Backhands it into the middle. Turner had the puck knocked away from him. Now it'll roll up on edge. Brought back up by J.B. Baker. He stood up by Oliveri. Puck jostles free. Marksmen will punch it up ice. Bednard has it, middle attacking blue line. Cuts to the near side boards. Fires a cross-ice pass all the way over. Bednard got rocked by Pomerville. Now he takes his shot at Pomerville, getting him back. Best loses his stick. Alex Pomerville throwing the body around. No time left on the clock in the first period. And that is where we will end after 20 minutes of regulation play. Great start to this one for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They lead 2-0 on goals from Taylor McCloy and Drake Glover. We'll step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. We'll be right back with more Marksman hockey and our first period intermission report. This is Fayetteville Marksman Hockey.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. At the end of the first period, the Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Knoxville Ice Bears 2-0. Great start to this hockey game by the Marksmen, and I think that's going to be one of the overarching themes of the story of this game, especially if Fayetteville can hang on and win their 5th straight to start the season. It's all about the first 20 minutes. And whenever you're attacking a freshman goaltender who does not have a ton of pro experience, this is exactly how you want to do it. The Marksmen are out shooting the Ice Bears 12-6. They've made Christian Stead move. They've made him work. And that's an important factor in any hockey game, but especially so when you're facing off against a young netminder. And I didn't think Stead played poorly. He still stopped 10 of the 12 shots he faced, made a couple of really good glove saves, controlled the pace. It's just his team has not helped him any at all. And while the Marksmen have had a really good start, I would also wager that it's been equally as poor a start for the Knoxville Ice Bears, a team that has not controlled the puck well. They have not been able to move out of their defensive zone. And this is an Ice Bears team that's faced really good competition. They hung around with Huntsville, and they played against a Birmingham team that is scrappy. And it's a team that, for Jeff Carr and company, you certainly like on paper. It's got a great mixture of speed and size, and it just wasn't there in the first 20 minutes for the Ice Bears, and thusly the Marksmen take advantage of it. 8:26 into the period, it's Taylor McCloy scoring on a feed from Marley Quince, a secondary assist by Taylor Best to push him in to the team lead in points. And then 15:45 into the period, Drake Glover scoring on a wraparound poked in at the near side goal post. And what was special about that goal is, while it is ultimately not going to be one you're going to see on SPHL tonight, it is one of those goals that really shows the character of Drake Glover in that line. It's gritty, it's dirty, it's grimy, and it all starts because not once but twice were the Marksmen able to hold the puck in attacking ice, and that goes a long, long way when you're trying to win hockey games against a team that so far has operated on razor-thin margins. And the Marksmen just simply took it to the Ice Bears in the first 20 minutes of regulation of this hockey game. We're going to pause one more time here in our first period intermission report. Well, not quite one more time, but we are going to take a pause here. And coming up after the break, you're going to hear from Taylor McCloy, who had the game-winning goal in Saturday's return to Fayetteville for the Marksmen.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins alongside Taylor McCloy. Taylor, game-winning goal for the first home game in 609 days. Just walk me through that play.
I mean, we were kind of out there for a minute plus. We kind of got stranded, and I think, I saw a breakout and I saw an opening, and Taylor Best made a hell of a pass right on my tape. And, I know I was out of gas, out of speed, and I had a guy on me, so I just had to make a play, and fortunate enough, it went in.
What's been the most difficult part about opening with so many games on the road, then coming home, but then quickly having to turn around and go back on the road?
It's nothing too difficult. I mean, you got adversity throughout the years as you go. But, myself personally, I love the road. It gets a chance for the guys to get together on the bus and get to know each other a little bit better. So for myself personally, I love the road trips. It just gets a little bit of chemistry going with the boys, and it's great to start early on the road like that.
This will be the first 3-3 of the season, and when you see an opponent for 9 straight periods, obviously tensions start to grow as the weekend goes on. How are you preparing for that, and what are you expecting out of this Knoxville team?
We know they're a good hockey team, a small rink. We know they like to be aggressive. They like to play with offense, but so do we. We have a good coach in Corey and Jason, and, they put together a program, a good plan for us for the game. Like you said, we're going to see them for 9 periods. Tensions might fly, but again, we're all hockey players. We want to compete and win, so we're going to do what we can to make sure we do that.
I know you're up on the forward lines, and you're in the middle of most of the scoring plays at this point in the season, being a veteran player, but I want to talk about the defensive group, and especially the guy in net, Jason Pawlowski. Just how good has he been to start the season so far?
Pelos has been unbelievable. 2 years ago when I was here, he came to us and finished out the season, and then unfortunately next camp, the first day of camp, he tore his MCL or ACL, I forget exactly what it was, and was out for the season. So, it's great to see his work ethic and just what he puts in, and you see that from the start of the season. He's a rock back there, and we know we're confident in him. And you know, like if we give up a chance, he's going to make sure he saves it for us, and we're going to do our best to get goals for him.
You, Don Oliveri, Shane Bednard, Marley Quince, you've all been around the block. You've been in pro hockey for a little while. But what's it like watching guys like Drake Glover, Matt McNair, and Taylor Best have success still very early on in their pro careers?
I mean, it's awesome. It's so fun to watch. It's so cool. You know, Glover was here with us 2 years ago at the tail end of the season, so I kind of got to know him. I played against Taylor Best in the OJ, so I knew what he can bring. And then obviously Matt McNair was my teammate in college for 2 years. So, you know, just to see those guys thrive, I mean, I was in their shoes. It's awesome to see them kind of grow and build confidence and continue to take it forward.
Taylor, thanks for your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That's Taylor McCloy of the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman hockey after these messages. This is the Fayetteville Marksmen Radio Network.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. About 4 minutes and a little bit of change before we drop the puck on period number 2 between the Marksmen and the Ice Bears. But before we do that, let's take you around the SPHL and what is going on around the league tonight. The Macon Mayhem are in Huntsville trying to stop the Havoc from winning their 6th straight. They're about 7 minutes into the hockey game, still scoreless from the Von Braun Center. And also just underway from Carver Arena in Peoria, the Rivermen hosting the Quad City Storm. They're scoreless about 3 minutes into the hockey game there. About to drop the puck, the Vermilion County Bobcats hosting the Evansville Thunderbolts on home opening night at David S. Palmer Arena in Danville, Illinois. Good to see that organization celebrating SPHL hockey on the Illinois-Indiana state line. And the last game of the evening tonight, dropping the puck at 8:35 Eastern, the Birmingham Bulls hosting the Pensacola Ice Flyers. I think that's going to be a sneaky good game tonight. And it'll be a lot of fun to follow as soon as this one is over. Our score here, Marksmen 2, Ice Bears 0. We'll be right back with puck drop of period number 2 after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that.
Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
We welcome you back to the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Interesting note that I had while doing my research for this weekend's contest. The official name of the building we are in is the General James White Memorial Auditorium and Coliseum. It's often shortened to the Knoxville Civic Coliseum because nobody wants to go through that entire mouthful in explaining the actual full name of the location that we're in. But I got curious as to who in the world General James White might have been, and I would have thought that there are so many named buildings after World War II heroes. Perhaps you're looking at somebody more recent. Oh, no. General James White was a general during the American Revolution for the Army of the Tennessee. That is way back in the 1700s. He was the Speaker of the House for the state of Tennessee for one point, had a long political career. His descendants include playwright Tennessee Williams. However, he was actually born in Rowan County, North Carolina, in Salisbury, which just so happens to be the hometown of our manager of game presentation back in Fayetteville, Miss Macy Curry. So, fun fact for you, and a unique way to tie the history of these two states together, and a lot of fun to come up with that fact for General James White. He is also laid to rest nearby here in Knoxville, Tennessee, where he spent the latter 30 years of his life after moving west from North Carolina across the Appalachians. Marksman will be going from right to left across your radio dial here in period number 2, and away we go with the score, Marksman 2, Ice Bears 0. No carryover penalties or power plays. The Ice Bears and Jeff Carr's company just looking to get on the scoreboard and kind of stop the bleeding. At the far side point, they'll roll this one in all the way around the kick plate. Line held by Fletcher as he'll try to knock it low for Waxen-Engback. Waxen-Engback sends it up to the point. Jason Price slides one into Pulaski. He corrals it through the traffic, looking to melt it down, and he reaches between his legs, finds the puck, and will cover on the top of his goal crease. 30 seconds gone by here in the middle frame of regulation. Shots on goal in that last period for the Marksmen, 12 for the Ice Bears, 6. This is an interesting little tidbit for you, though. Of all 3 periods, Fayetteville has had the most shots in the second, 50 of them. They have not scored a goal in the second period all season long. Odd how that works, as this one goes right into an ice sweet far side. Whistle to stop play, and the puck out of play. 19:20 to go second period. Corey Melkert, in his pregame interview, talked about competing, talked about working hard, and that really seems to be a theme on the way he wants this team to play. He wants them to compete. He wants them working hard. But it was interesting, Jason Binkley was in the coach's office during the interview, and he goes, the other thing we want to do is execute. Hadn't been a great ratio for the Marksmen in the second period, but I do think it's been a tone-setting period that has ultimately led to their success in the third period, where they've scored 8 of their now 13 team goals on the season. Don Oliveri colliding with Anthony McVeigh, who takes a hard tumble in the near attacking zone corner for the Ice Bears. Bellant got a stick to the pass, breaking it out, and then finishes Tanner Fraze. Marley Quince gives into the slot. The pass handcuffed Oliveri, who was the trailer. Now Balsamo has the puck for the Ice Bears. Near blue line, Dean Balsamo is able to kick it up ice. Pulaski out of his net to play the puck, sends it over to the Marksman bench side boards. He was looking for Tanner Fraze, who is getting off on a line change. Icing will be waived, 18:28 to go in the second period. Standing in the goaltender's trapezoid, the Ice Bears will break it out to the near sideboards. This is J.B. Baker skating with the puck. Cuts into the middle of the rink. Feeds it out to the far side. Lifted on goal. Pulaski makes the save on the bid from Brucato. And there will be no rebound. There will be a little bit of fisticuffs right in front of Pulaski. Cooler heads prevailing, and you'll see this. It's a good crowd here in Knoxville on a Friday night. And these fans, they enjoy the old-time hockey. They've been around for a while. It's a great atmosphere. I love what trainer Kyle Sherrill told me about the building. In front, Pulaski makes the save. Delayed penalty coming up. It'll go against the Marksmen. And now we've got to keep an eye on Jason Pulaski, who is going to skate over to the far side corner, hunched over in a little bit of pain. It looked like he took a full player weight on his blocker side leg. He'll shake it off as Matt McNair will head to the box. This will be cross-checking on McNair. The second time the Marksman will go to the Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers penalty kill. You can visit Freddy's on Ramsey Street. And when the Marksmen are at home, if they kill one penalty, everybody in attendance at the Crown Coliseum will receive a free custard, courtesy of Freddy's. Penalty comes 1 minute and 57 seconds into the second period. McNair for cross-checking. The best penalty kill in the SPHL, looking to make it 15 for 15. Pass to the near face-off circle is swatted all the way down the rink. And out of his net to stop the puck is Christian Stead. He'll give it to Stepan Timofeyev, not the guy you want to let build up speed. He is rocked crossing the blue line. This is going to be a penalty against Don Oliveri. Oliveri gets pinned, and it's going to be a kneeing call. Oliveri is irate. He may have right to be. Oliveri's going to say the exact same thing. He didn't make contact with his knee. And it's one of those things, open ice hip checks, they can be dangerous if delivered improperly. Timofeyev is a guy that is lightning quick. That is the hallmark of his game. Oliveri got him with the hip. And the only argument in that case you can make is for a tripping call if you go below the knees. And because of the way Timofeyev flipped, you can tell the contact was right in that area. But it is a rare kneeing call to Don Oliveri, and 1 minute and 27 seconds of 5-on-3 time upcoming for the Ice Bears. So they'll play pitch and catch, top of the face-off circles. A shot goes off the stick of Harrison Harper. He meets Brucato in the near corner. They'll just sweep it up to the point, and Kyler Matthews sends it to the near goal post. Brucato searching things out, finds Matthews, near face-off circle, up to the point. Jason Price with a slap shot, missed wide. He was looking for a tip from Brucato on the near side goal post. Matthews finds Jason Price. They'll trade places. Sends it to the near face-off circle. Brucato cycles up to the point. Passes between the dots to Kyler Matthews. Holds high slot. Matthews slides to Brucato. Far face-off circle. Looks into the slot. Pulaski with a paddle down. Punches it out. Harrison Harper gets to the puck. Backhands it off the near side boards, and out it goes. 40 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. 16:40 to go, second period. 2-0 Marksmen leading the Ice Bears. J.B. Baker, far side corner, handling the puck. He sends it up to the point. Jason Price. Far side face-off circle. Here's a quick shot. Baker on the rebound. Pulaski reaches out with the glove and got a piece of it. A miraculous stop by Jason Pulaski, scrambling. Far face-off circle. Kyler Matthews holds, fires. Pulaski kicks it out with the blocker side leg pad. Rebound bounces up. Out she goes. This could be a shorthanded chance for the Marksmen. Girard floats it into Christian Stead. He's going to play it out of his glove. 5 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Jason Pawlowski, the best penalty killer there. And the Marksmen aren't quite out of the woods yet. Now 33 seconds to go. A 5-on-4 power play time as McNair comes out of the box. The puck comes up the near side boards. He'll sweep it all the way down. Christian Stead there to get it. He'll play it out. Here come the Ice Bears. Time for one last rush. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Palmerville drops it to the point. Balsamo hanging on to it. Far face-off circle. Turns on his backhand to Timofeyev. High slot. Fires a wrist shot. Deflected high on the way through. Fraze gets to the rebound. He'll club it out of the zone. 5 seconds to go until we return to 5-on-5 hockey. Yeoman's work by the penalty kill unit. We're back even. Timofeyev across the rink. Pawlowski slides across to stop the bid from Balsamo. On the near side corner now, Dean Balsamo has it. Working up the near boards, he'll find Bellon. Puts it into open space, looking for Timofeyev. Stepping in to make the plays, Jason Price. Turns it over to Storman, unable to get it out of the far side boards. Into the middle, Bellon shot. Shut down by Jason Pawlowski. Stupendous work by the Marksman netminder. Oliveri skates it all the way down, gains the red line, dumps it in. Full line change coming for the Marksman. Ice Bears will bring it right back up through center. Laid off the near side glass. Going in to get it is Sam Turner. Knocked away from him by Harrison Harper. Up the near sideboards, Carlos Forneris looking for a little bit of help from Best. Taken away from him. Timofeyev's one-timer blocked on the way through. Line held by Fletcher, who will feed it in below the goal line. First player there is Harper for the Marksman. He's able to get it back out to center. Marley Quince puts a hard shoulder into the back of Rasmus Waxen Engback. Far side boards, chipped in. Engback going after the puck. Scooped up first by the Marksman. Troublesome pass. Line held. Here's a shot from Matthews that misses wide of the far post. Marksman first team to it. Taylor Best may have a chance. 2-on-1 defensively. Slides by his man, but then has to leave it below the goal line. Taylor Best will get it right back as he trades places with Forneris. Forneris now cuts free. His shot challenges Stead, who caught it off of his chest and freezes the puck. 14:05 to go in the second period. Unbelievable effort from Jason Pawlowski to start this second period, and an even better job by the penalty kill group to kill off more than a minute and 20 seconds of 5-on-3 time. You can highlight that play if you're following along with us at home. If you don't score on your 5-on-3 opportunities, you probably don't deserve to win the hockey game. They don't come around often. There were 4 shots on the 5-on-3 alone. And Jason Pawlowski comes up huge. Media timeout on the ice. Don Oliveri is getting together with the referee. And I think he's saying the same thing we told you. I didn't make contact with my knee. And I'm sure what's being said, though, is you delivered a hip check, and from the referee's vantage point and the way Timofeyev flipped, that doesn't help things, but that was a tough pill to swallow for Oliveri at the time. But the Marksmen come away from it unscathed. High slot is shot, tipped on the way through. Tanner Fraze nearly had a deflected goal, as now Lambrecht will bring it up for the Ice Bears. That shot took a rather awkward cairn. Fletcher will get some help from J.B. Baker, but Marley Quince comes in to break up the play. Quince stops on a dime, turns near corner, finds Jarrett Cupp. He looks up ice. A takedown at center. We're going to keep playing. Lambrecht reaching at his leg as he ran into Tanner Fraze with both players looking the wrong way. Lambrecht into his man. Marley Quince brings it ahead. Finds Bednard at the attacking blue line. He's forced to stop and turns the puck over to Anthony McVeigh. Chased back by Ned Simpson, who did not see a ton of playing time in the first period. And a breakout pass will outreach everybody. This will be icing against the Ice Bears. 13:11 to go in the second period. If you have a group of 10 or more that wants to come out to a Fayetteville Marksmen home game this season, find out more about our group offerings by calling our office at 910-321-0123. Bring out your Sunday school group, your office, your team, or any other group of 10 with our special group offers. A lot of fun group outings had on opening night. The Crown Coliseum as well. Have an opportunity to recap that one for you coming up in our second period intermission report. Drake Glover has the puck for Fayetteville as he knocks it into the near side corner. Taken away by Alex Palmerville, who a couple of seasons ago was playing in the FPHL for the Danville Dashers, who played at David S. Palmer Arena. Now the Vermilion County Bobcats call that venue home. Turn to the far boards. FX Girard will find Glover in the middle. The pass goes off of his skate, and it's turned back by Colton Fletcher. Storman there to get it. Hard spill behind the net as Fletcher may have taken a stick high inadvertently as he's reaching up toward his mouth. Here come the marksmen. Girard drops Harper's shot, deflects off Ned Simpson and wide to the far corner. 3-on-2 back the other way. This is J.B. Baker to the slot. They score! Dean Balsamo on the one-timer at the far face-off circle cuts the deficit in half. Balsamo has had a slow start to the season. This will be his first point. So Balsamo gets the goal, and now things look a little different. J.B. Baker is going to get an assist on that goal, and for Baker, it'll be his third assist of the season and his third point as Carlos Forneris goes to the far corner for the marksman to get the puck. Tied up by Riley Robertson. Taylor Best there to help out. He's triple teamed. Ice Bears get the puck out, but Jarrett Cupp intercepts the pass. He pokes it into the near side corner. Crafty little play by a heady veteran defenseman. Now McCloy to the far face-off circle. Oliveri's shot. Stead says no. It's a hard, challenging save. Oliveri knocked to his knees, sends an off-angle shot off the stick of Stead. Rebound in front. Forneris trying to slide it 5-hole. Stead denied him with a goal paddle. Now Baker, who just assisted, moves it up ice. This is Brucato. Cuts to the middle, but has the puck sticked away from him by Jarrett Cupp. He's punished. Baker comes in, lays a shoulder, knocks the puck free. Brucato pressured by the product of Curry College, Jarrett Cupp. He'll come back to grab it now. Cupp backhands the puck through the middle of the rink. McCloy headmans it up for Taylor Best. The Taylor's enjoying a hot streak right now. Best will kick it to his stick but loses possession. Line held, far wing side. Best now pokes it up for Marley Quince. A little roller taken at the far side dot. Now a pass through the middle intended for Zach Boyle is pulled away. And now Kyler Matthews drives it ahead to Stepan Timofeyev. Those two were teammates in Elmira last season. Fraze kicks it wide for Alexis Girard, who oddly enough was also on that Enforcers team. Thrown off the near side boards. This is going to bounce below the goal line. Icing wave. Zach Boyle has to play for Girard. Curls a pass into the middle for Bednard. He looks all the way across for Tanner Fraze. Intercepted from him by Alex Palmerville, but he'll give it away again. Bednard now getting tied up. A couple of punches thrown as this one is pitchforked all the way down the rink. Colton Fletcher looking for it. Alexis Girard, the first there for the marksman. Slides it to the near side boards. Marley Quince trying to get it out. Stead has to knock it back for Sam Storman. He'll find a way to get it up the near side boards. The marksman will complete a line change. Ice Bears have it. This is Bellant. Gets around his man, backhands it, but pushes it wide of the far post. Balsamo, the most recent goal scorer, will find Anthony McVeigh battling with Sam Storman. Storman will give it to McNair, who finds Girard on the far side wing. Marksman will break it out. McNair on his horse. This is going to be tight. Icing is blown. McNair was tight in a foot race with Riley Robertson. But with 9:24 to go in the second period, we will get a pause in the action. Good one brewing here in East Tennessee. Fayetteville 2, Knoxville 1. Back after this.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
We welcome you back inside the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, Knoxville, Tennessee. Right in the heart of downtown. It was a gorgeous drive-in. 9:24 to go in the second period. The Ice Bears showing signs of life. Dean Balsamo scores his first of the season on the feed from J.B. Baker. That makes this game 2-1. The face-off will be in Marksman defensive ice to the glove side of Jason Pulaski. Marksmen have taken 3 penalties in this game, have not had to pay the price for any of them. Drive to the slot, and it's pushed wide by Balsamo. Or another pass that came into the slot. Now Kyler Matthews turns it to the point. Price holds the line, a wrist shot, deflects wide to the far corner of the way through. Bellant looking for Balsamo and McVeigh, but the pass knocked away. Tanner Fraze has it, far side wing. It's an Ice Bears team that since they've scored has really turned up the way they're playing the game. Now we're going to get a brawl. Far face-off circle of the Marksman zone. Bellant all over his man. And we'll have 2 guys that sit 5 for fighting. Tanner Fraze was forced to drop the gloves, and he's reaching up at his shoulder. Kyle Sherrill, the team athletic trainer, out to have a look at Fraze, and this is not a good sign. Tanner Fraze will head to the locker room, followed by the Marksman trainer. So Andrew Bellant and Tanner Fraze, 5 for fighting, to the uproar of this crowd here in East Tennessee. 8:56 to go second period, and it may not be this cut and dry. There may be an extraneous penalty here as Bellant has been given a 2-minute minor. That may be an instigation penalty. SPHL officials are going to call the referees over, the off-ice officials, that is. The Marksmen, I don't believe, have to send anybody to the penalty box to serve the fighting major. That's not the way that works, considering it's not a true time penalty. Nope, I've misquoted the rules. Bryce Farrell is going to have to come sit for this penalty. It is an instigation penalty to Bellant. So the Marksmen will go on the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the first time in this game. On the instigator. Carlos Fornaris slides it middle blue line. Jarrett Cupp has it near blue line to Carlos Fornaris. Slides it into the slot. A one-timer by Glover. Here's the rebound chance. Great stop by Christian Stead. This puck is cleared. It's high up in the air. Did it hit anything? And it did. Looks like it ricocheted off of a Marksman player, so that will force the face-off outside of Knoxville defensive ice and back into neutral territory. We'll give you an update on Tanner Fraze if one is passed along to us. So now Jarrett Cupp will bring it ahead. Steers it to the far side boards. The pass back to the middle is intercepted by Baker, and he'll fire at the length of the rink. Minute 15 to go in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. They are the 6th power play in the SPHL, 2 for 13 of the year for 15.4%. Fornaris works to the near side boards. He's hauled down by Jason Price, but good puck support by Drake Glover. Rolling puck to the point. Cup shot kicked out by Stead. Big rebound cleared by the Ice Bears all the way down the length of the rink. Pulaski will curl and give it to FX Girard in the Marksman zone. Oliveri, stick handling, back behind the net. Oliveri will find Marley Quince. He'll skate it right up Broadway. Passes to the far boards. A rolling puck will eventually be corralled by Best, who finds Bednard near face-off circle. Bednard to the point. Oliveri circles and finds Taylor Best. He'll feed it below the goal line for Quince, who gives back up for Oliveri. His one-timer caught by Stead with Matt McNair lurking, and another gathering of the clans as McNair brushed to the glove of Christian Stead. This game's starting to have a little bit of bite added to it. And just like that little nip of cold in the air as you walked into the building this afternoon. 7:12 to go, second period. 16 seconds to go in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. St. Peter Pest Control offers year-round pest control services. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. St. Peter Pest Control. Corey Melkert directing traffic, hunched over his dry erase board. The face-off to the blocker side of Christian Stead. 7:12 to go in the second period. A tie-up off the draw, and immediately it's blown dead. And we are going to get one of the Ice Bears sent over to the penalty box here. I don't think there was a penalty called on that last sequence. There must have been some confusion on the box release. Like we told you from the broadcast perch, you cannot see into the penalty box. This might not be as simple as we initially thought. There are 14 seconds remaining on the instigation penalty to Andrew Bellant. Seven minutes, 12 seconds to go the second period. And that would be the problem. The Bellant penalty had the clock run inadvertently. So the Marksmen will gain they'll gain 4 seconds, 16 remaining on the Bellant penalty. Face-off is won forward by Bednard, tucked off the near goal post by Quince, who paid a price. Great chance for the Marksmen on the power play, but the Ice Bears snuff it out. They'll send it all the way down. We'll go back to five-a-side hockey as Fletcher will come out of the box, serving the penalty for Bellant. Oliveri, reaching after the puck, will poke it all the way ahead. This is Best. Sidesteps a hip check and now works far boards. With a puck on a string, nearly found Marley Quince in the slot. Quince unable to corral it on Matthews. Second opportunity, he's taken down. High slot, backhander by Cup, kicked away by Stead. Ice Bears get it out to center on the far boards. Oliveri takes it at the bench side boards. Backhanded through center. Oliveri gets around one man, then around Balsamo, spinning down. He's able to put the puck on goal, forcing Stead to melt it with 16:14 to go in the second period. Crafty play by Oliveri just to force a whistle in that situation. Oliveri's been around the block, as we've told you on the broadcast before. He is the oldest player in the league, but man, does he have some stories to tell. He's played in a couple of now defunct SPHL franchises, including the Mississippi Coast Coliseum with a team that was in Mississippi. A long time ago, played in the old Federal Hockey League with the Berlin River Drivers. Here's a shot off the draw, a little bouncing puck. Stays in that near side face-off circle. McNair is bear hugged, gets it to Storman. His wrist shot punched away by Stead with the blocker. Broken stick littering the ice, the far side face-off circle. Looking to see if anybody's missing a twig. Looks like we've all recovered. Riley Robertson will push it far corner. Has to be careful. That could be delay a game. Rolling puck in front. Stead says no. Broken play bouncer that Bednard nearly found a way to put in the back of the net, and a great stop by Christian Stead. Far side boards, a turnover. Colthorpe brings it back for the Ice Bears. Ahead of the blue line, cuts into the middle. The Ice Bears are offside. 5:36 to go, second period. And this game has gotten a lot more hotly contested and a lot more even than what we saw in the first 20 minutes. I think you give a tap on the shoulder and a little bit of credit to Jeff Carr for motivating that group. He's an emotional coach. And getting this group ready for this game and making the adjustments. I mean, it's what it's all about. It's why you had the 2 intermission breaks. You've got to find a way to be the team to adjust. So far, the Ice Bears have reinserted themselves into this contest, making it a one flick of the hockey stick game. Middle blue line, Sam Storman's drive, blocked on the way through. A backhand pass to the slot, can't go. Great chance for the Marksmen in front. Storman takes the puck away from McVeigh. Dumps it instead out of his net to play the puck. The Ice Bears will begin the breakout right up Broadway. McVeigh finds Lambrecht. Pushes out to the far side. Balsamo's shot cradled into the chest of Pulaski. 4:56 to go in the second period. And we'll step aside for a quick commercial break. 2-1 Marksman lead. We go down the stretch in period number 2 after this. This is Marksman Hockey.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We will
4:56 to go in the second period here at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. And we're going to get a refreshment race here, and they got to go quick. Both teams staying right by their bench side boards as a can of Pepsi, a hot dog, box of popcorn, and a pretzel all go on a foot race. That was tight. Oh, and the hot dog takes a spill. And the hot dog's going to win the race purely because he sold out there at the end, and he got a face full of Dasher board. Fans here loving it. Also loving the fact that their Ice Bears have pulled back within 1 of the Fayetteville Marksmen. 4:56 to go, second period. The face-off to the blocker side of Jason Pulaski. The Ice Bears attacking zone. Jam off the draw. Marley Quince gets to the puck. Quince will skate it ahead. A little roller. He gets around of Price. Drops for Matt McNair. Curls it looking for Bednard. Puck taken away, and Balsamo has it far boards. Balsamo lays it forward. Looking for Colthorpe, who will sweep it around to Anthony McVeigh. Lays it below the goal line. Begging your pardon, that's Lambrecht. He'll go across for Jason Price. A slap shot swallowed by Pulaski. That's another thing about Jason Pulaski. I think is a rather underrated piece of his game is just how good he is at controlling rebounds and, quite honestly, not giving them up. And Pulaski's been around the block in the game. Played at Minnesota State, was teammates his freshman year with Pittsburgh Penguin Teddy Bluger. Minnesota State right now, #1 team in NCAA D1 college hockey. A lot of fun for the Mavericks. Rolling puck, near side center ice. Jarrett Cupp dumps it in for the Marksman. Survives a body check as the Ice Bears will attempt to break it out. J.B. Baker with single man pressure from McCloy, forced to throw it into the goaltender's trapezoid and play pitch and catch on the blue line. Still can't get it out. Cupp holds the line, finds McCloy. His wrist shot knocked away by Stead. Looked like it may have been going wide anyway. Oliveri feeds Cupp again. Backdoor play. Unable to get the puck to go was Girard. Now he tries again near goal post. Great play by FX Girard, but he was unable to shovel it in. The Ice Bears are forced to ice it. 3:39 to go in the second period. So the face-off comes all the way back down to Christian Stead's end. Crowd starting to get into it here in East Tennessee. Face-off won by the Marksman. Best pulls the trigger but misses high. That may have gone off the stick of Stefan Brucato, who has been relatively quiet here in period number 2. Taylor Best, one of the many different players and staff members for that matter on this Marksman roster, bringing awareness to men's health during Men's Health Month of November by growing mustaches for Movember. There's some good ones, and Best has one. His shot off the stick of Stead bounces behind the net. It'll be picked up by Jason Price. Looks up ice and skating it into the zone here is Colthorpe. Drops it far face-off circle. Timofeyev rolls it toward the net, sticked out by Pulaski. Hung on to by Colthorpe. He'll find Price. Now lays below the goal line, picked up in the middle. Here's a chance for Fletcher. Kicked away by Jason Pulaski. Marksmen survive, but a poor pass ends up being deflected, no icing. And now the Marksmen going in on the forecheck. This is Bryce Farrell getting a little bit of help. Farrell knocked the puck free and now has his stick sat on. Zach Boyle touches for Alexi Girard. Looking up ice, gets the puck to Bednard. He'll find Bryce Farrell down the near wing. Farrell shoulders his man. Trying to draw a call is Colthorpe. He will not be able to. Storman slides it toward the slot. Off of a body now to Bednard. Behind the net, Storman has it up at the point now. His wrist shot kicked away by Christian Stead. Wrap chance through the goal crease. Stead pounces on the puck. More shoving in front of the Knoxville net. Farrell has his helmet ripped off. He'll be tackled to the ice. Colthorpe got tied up. I believe that was with Matt McNair. To be only 5'8", Matt McNair out of Adrian College knows how to stand his ground. I think we're going to stay 5-on-5 here, and we are. As I've told all of you who have followed along on these broadcasts before, I do my best not to hammer the officials because it's an art form. It takes experience, it takes a feel for the game, and coaches, wherever I've been, regardless of what level I've talked about hockey at, all they want is consistency. It has been a consistently loosely officiated contest, maybe with the exception of the Don Oliveri kneeing call earlier in the period, but they're going to let these guys play, and that's kind of the general attitude we've seen all season. There's going to be a lot of between-the-line stuff, and it makes the game that much more interesting. Here's a chance in front, backhanded on goal. Stead says no. A poor pass got taken away, low slot, and Christian Stead bails out the Ice Bears. Harrison Harper sends it off his own end wall to McNair. Crafty little play to Marley Quince. Curls to McCloy. He may have space. McCloy toe drags around one man. Couldn't get around the second. Balsamo pokes it up ice for Anthony McVeigh. The Marksmen will take it at their own blue line as McCloy will settle the puck for Jarrett Cupp. Cupp sees Balsamo, and he'll go into the goaltender's trapezoid in back of Pulaski. Flushed out of the foxhole by Waxen Engback. Cupp reverses field. We'll have to give it to Harrison Harper. Harper sends a pass off the linesman. Brought up ice by Bednard. Crosses the blue line, fires a shot on goal. Stead catches it in the breadbasket with McNair right in front of the net. Taken care of by Alex Pomerville. Just a minute and 6 seconds remaining in the second period. Marksmen out shooting the Ice Bears 24-20. And another closely contested hockey game. And a fun one. Face-off will be to the glove side of Stead. False start off the draw. We'll all reset, do it again. Ice Bears win the face-off. Puck is in their defensive near corner. Andrew Bellant out of the penalty box after his instigation penalty for fighting. A little roller comes back up the near blue line. Taken away by Balsamo, punching wide for Anthony McVeigh. McVeigh one-on-one with Jarrett Cupp, who shields him nicely into the corner, forcing a pass back up to the point. Riley Robertson shot, misses wide of the far post. Forneris has the puck for the Marksman, but he turns it over at center. Dumped in, Pulaski got a stick to it. That'll allow Forneris to turn out of a body check, trying to get it away from Bellant, who's had a really good second period. Off-angle shot, testing Pulaski, who's equal to it. Now a chance in a high slot. Robertson's shot comes screaming over top the net, the glass, and everything into the protective meshing. If it hadn't have been there, it would have hit the far wall here at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. 23 seconds to go in the second period. That was a lightning rod. Good attendance in the upper end zone, too, and Fans were jumping to catch it like a foul ball. Oliveri sends it all the way down, icing off the draw. We'll do it again from the blocker side, or excuse me, rather the glove side of Jason Pulaski. Knoxville Civic Coliseum been standing since the 60s. I didn't get the opportunity to finish telling you at the end of the first period, but trainer Kyle Sherrill, who is now back on the bench, told me it's like stepping back in time to the 60s. All the seats are wooden, everything creaks, and yet you cannot help but feel nostalgic about the game of hockey and the events that have happened here. End of the period, chance. Stead makes the save on a driving Taylor Best on the little float pass that came from McCloy. One second and 1/10 of a second remaining in the second period. This is going to be a good one to finish. So really just a perfunctory face-off here to end the period. Quince may try to win this forward on Stead. Sticks collide, the puck bounces into the near side corner. That is where the second period will end. Dean Balsamo scoring his first goal of the season on the feed from J.B. Baker brings the Ice Bears back within a goal. But through 40 minutes of regulation play, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-1 lead on the Knoxville Ice Bears. We'll step aside for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side of this break, we'll have our second period intermission report, where we'll recap the period for you, as well as head back into the broadcast booth for our Ask the Voice segment. This is Marksman Hockey.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth of the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Drew Blevins with you. The Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Knoxville Ice Bears 2-1 through 40 minutes of regulation. I was joking with Harrison Harper at the post-game meal of the road win against Macon last week, and I told him, I said, wouldn't it be awesome if you guys could go ahead and win one 4 or 5-0? And he goes, no, I think we like making it interesting for you. It makes the story more compelling. Yep, most certainly does. The second period didn't get away from the Marksmen, but it did start off a little squee-walled. And, again, you take penalties throughout the course of a game. It's a part of hockey. Matt McNair cross-checking on a takedown right in front of his own goal. You'll live with that penalty because it prevents a really good scoring opportunity. The penalty that's a lot tougher to swallow is Don Oliveri called for kneeing at the blue line just 33 seconds after McNair's infraction. That set up a minute and 27 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time for the Knoxville Ice Bears. If you're the Marksmen, that's something you really do not want to do against the number 2 power play in the SPHL. Jason Pawlowski makes 4 saves during the 5-on-3 time, adding another 3 after we went back to a 5-on-4 power play. He was a rock star during that sequence, and I told you at that time, and I'll tell you again, highlight that sequence early in the second period if the Marksmen hang on and improve to 5-0 in the season, because that is one right there that you can really break the back and break the will of a team when you kill off an extended 5-on-3 opportunity, and that's exactly what we just saw in the early part of the second period. The Ice Bears, though, they brought their toughness. They found a way to kind of galvanize themselves in the first period intermission. They come back out. They're hitting harder. They're getting under the Marksman's skin. And ultimately, they're able to turn it into a goal 7:50 into the second period. Dean Balsamo with his first of the year, assisted by J.B. Baker, his third helper of the season. And the Ice Bears got better after they scored. Obviously, they don't have the lead, but they created more opportunities. Jason Pawlowski has been rock solid for the Marksmen in another quality start for the netminder out of Omaha, Nebraska. And now if you're Fayetteville, the gauntlet's been thrown down. You know that these last 20 minutes are going to be tough, and you've got to find a way to meaningfully respond. This isn't going to be given to you on the road. Right now, Fayetteville is perfect away from home. They know what they're stepping into, and they want to send the message tonight. They want to win in this barn because that makes it a lot easier for tomorrow at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. when you have to face this same team. This is one of the toughest things of minor league hockey. You face the same guys for 9 straight periods. It's tough. We get it. But here we are in a really close hockey game once again, and what promises to be a barn burner of a finish here from East Tennessee. Let's step aside. We'll be right back with our Ask the Voice segment. This is Marksman Hockey.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
We welcome you back to the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. High above the fans here in the broadcast perch on a steeply built building. I mean, it's an exercise to get up here because everybody sits on top of the action instead of away from it, and it makes for a daunting atmosphere, but a fun one nonetheless. And where else are you going to hear the Osborne Brothers Rocky Top being played? Of course, the leader of the Osborne Brothers, Tom Osborne, passed away earlier this week, and we do send our condolences to the family of the bluegrass legend. Time for our Ask the Voice segment, where we take some of our questions from our listeners and answer them right here in the broadcast booth. And we've got a couple of them for you. Our first one comes from Casey. Casey is listening in Salisbury, North Carolina. Casey wants to know, what is a hockey puck made out of and how fast does it travel? And that's a fantastic question, and a lot of people don't know. A hockey puck is made out of vulcanized rubber. It is hard. It is solid all the way through. Every now and then you'll see one split in half. There's no hollow part. It is just a hunk of vulcanized rubber. It weighs 6 ounces, and it is frozen before every game with the purpose of allowing it to slide on the ice a little bit better and a little bit smoother. And you can tell a noticeable difference between a warm hockey puck and a frozen hockey puck. And it will travel upwards of 100 miles an hour. Zdeno Chara has the NHL record for hardest slap shot, and I believe that is 107.9 miles per hour. Here in the SPHL, I don't know how many guys are tickling 100 miles an hour, but I can tell you it's getting over 90 with some of these hard and heavy slap shots. And probably more often than not is it going over 95, and that just shows you the strength of a pro hockey player and the technology and how far along it's come with these composite hockey sticks that are being made by these different companies, primarily by Warrior, who is an official partner of the SPHL. So a great question from Casey. Our other question will come from Scott. And Scott wants to know, Scott is listening from Wake Forest, first of all. Scott wants to know, goaltender interference, question mark. Scott, you summarized it. You summarized it completely. I always think it's important to go back to this rule over and over again with goaltender interference. And it's better to establish this now before you get to a point where goaltender interference is going to be called. Goaltender interference is simply the penalty and the infraction that is called when the goaltender is interfered with. And you're going to go, well, yeah, Drew, probably could have figured that out, but what does it mean? A goaltender has to be given an opportunity to make a save, a reasonable opportunity to make a save. That means if I take a shot from the blue line and my teammate comes and runs the goaltender over, that's going to be goaltender interference. But there are different factors that go along with that. One of them would be, was a guy pushed? If the guy's pushed, no goaltender interference. Was the goaltender outside of his blue paint in an area where he is eligible to be contacted? Not run over, not body checked, not slammed, but he's eligible to be contacted, yes or no? And then if he's in the blue paint, he's untouchable completely, and that was a rule of emphasis 2 years ago, right before the COVID-19 pandemic, and we've actually seen it called a couple of times across hockey where you will not allow the goaltender to be contacted at all inside the blue paint, especially if the puck is not inside the blue paint first. But to kind of summarize the conversation on goaltender interference, what you'll see is if there is a call for goaltender interference, there is the 2-minute minor penalty variety, which is voracious contact to the netminder. There is goaltender interference where the goaltender is impeded from making a save. That will disallow a goal and bring the face-off back out to center ice. That will not be a 2-minute penalty. And then, of course, you have a good goal where there is no goaltender interference. But ultimately, it's about simply the goaltender has to have a reasonable opportunity to make a save, and an attacking player cannot influence that in any other way than that which is prescribed through the rules. So thank you to Casey and thank you to Scott for their questions. If you want to have your question answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, a good question about hockey or the Marksmen. We're going to pause for a quick commercial break. Coming back, we'll take you for a spin around the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
Alrighty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. We'll start things off in Huntsville, where things have been blown wide open. The Huntsville Havoc are cruising to what will be their 6th straight win. Midway through the hockey game, the Havoc lead the Macon Mayhem 5-1. Through 20 minutes of regulation, the Evansville Thunderbolts are spoiling the home opener for the Vermilion County Bobcats to score 3-0 through 20 minutes from David S. Palmer Arena. At the end of the first, Quad City leading Peoria 1-0, and also at the end of the first period, Pensacola has used a pair of goals to jump out to a 2-0 lead over the Birmingham Bulls at the Pelham Civic Center, which is where the Fayetteville Marksmen will find themselves next Friday and Saturday for their first of 7 meetings against the Birmingham Bulls. Let's pause for these messages from our corporate partners. We'll be right back with puck drop of period number 3 with the score Marksmen 2, Ice Bears 1. This is Marksman Hockey.
I mean, you know, it's nothing too difficult. I mean, you got adversity throughout the years as you go, but...
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. We welcome you back to Marksman Hockey.
Both teams taking the ice after the second period intermission. Drew Blevins with you, Knoxville Civic Coliseum, Knoxville, Tennessee. Fayetteville Marksmen leading the Knoxville Ice Bears 2-1 through 40 minutes of regulation. Marksmen scored twice in the first. Knoxville scored once in the second. For what it's worth, the third period has been the best period for both of these two teams in this still young season. The Marksmen have scored 8 of their team's 13 goals in the final frame of regulation. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears have scored 5 of 9 in the final period of play. No carryover penalties and/or power plays. Marksmen had 14 shots on goal for a game total of 26 in the second period. Meanwhile, for the Ice Bears, not to be outdone, well, they had 15 for a game total of 21. Puck is down, and away we go with the final period of regulation. Down the far side boards, Alexis Girard will defend on Colton Fletcher, who works back up the far wing. Tried to backhand it to the point. Pass knocked away. Now Zach Boyle will leave for Alexis Girard. He'll push it up for McCloy, who was looking for Forneris, but the puck hopped off of a Knoxville stick and out of play. So the face-off will be to the face-off circle, just ahead of the blue line, right in front of the Marksman bench. It's interesting in talking with some of the players. Teams are allowed to have slightly varying ice sizes. It just happens when you're dealing with water and freezing, and especially the expansion that goes on with freezing. But this rink is about 10 feet short overall. Normally you have a 200-foot space from end board to end board, and this is running at about 190. And that was something the players knew about. You got to give them credit for doing their research. That can affect the way you play the game. The Marksmen have done a nice job of managing it. Up to the near wing, this is FX Girard, who skates ahead of the attacking blue line. Girard driving in. Button hooks around the net, feeds to the point. Cup with a one-timer. Stead says no rebound. Quince shovels it toward the net. It goes off the shin pad of Alex Pomerville. Now Pomerville hanging on to his man, fed up to the point. Big rebound. Stead says no. Huge stop as he got a piece of it with a glove side leg pad. Swept into the slot. Pomerville took a spill with the aid of Bednard, and this one is sent sky high. I couldn't tell if it hit the ceiling or the scoreboard, but we're going to get a pause in the action. 18:38 to go in the third period. Spoke with Marksman President and CEO Chuck Norris after the win at home last Saturday. End of the third period, puck dinged off the Jumbotron. Actually knocked an LED panel free, and I asked him, had you ever seen anything like that? And he goes, when the old scoreboard was in the Crown Coliseum, yes. But not since the new video board went in. Stead will melt this one down. This collision on the far side of the rink sent the helmet off of J.T. Baker's noggin. $18:19 to go, third period. Face-off and Marksman attacking ice to the blocker side of Christian Stead, product of Alaska Anchorage. Played well in his pro debut. Face-off won by Taylor McCloy to Sam Storman, far blue line. His pass eludes the stick of Taylor Best. That'll force the Marksmen to regroup at center. Harrison Harper gives the puck away to Stefan Brucato. He dumps it in. Marksmen the first team to it. Storman sends it to the far side boards. Dumped in by Best. McCloy will go to chase along with Carlos Forneris. Swept around the boards as it's brought ahead by Brucato. He's onside. Brucato into the slot. Pulaski with a poke check effort. Sends the puck high into the near face-off circle. And now it's brought back up ice by Forneris with speed. Carlos Forneris drops for Taylor Best. He pulls the trigger. Misses over top of the crossbar. Line held on the far side wing. Harper slides to Boyle. Big rebound off of the shot. That ends up being given away. Sam Turner cannot get it out. Boyle Pushes to Harper, who hangs on to it, maybe a beat too long, begging your pardon. That was Alexis Girard to FX Girard. Sends it back into space, but Jason Price is there for the Ice Bears. Pickpocketed by FX. Here comes Girard. He fires a shot off the stick of Palmerville and out of play. Nearly 3 minutes gone by here in period number 3. FX Girard doing yeoman's work on that shift. I think you like to see that out of FX Girard as well. He's a guy who's pushing and was really a diamond in the rough find. Played at Westfield State, NCAA Division III program. And he's parlayed it into a very nice start to his SPHL career. Jarrett Cupp stops the driving step on Timofeyev. A pass bounces off the skate of, pardon while I get that number, that was Kyler Matthews. Marley Quince feeds it all the way across the rink. Matthews will be the first to it. Kyler Matthews stands to the trapezoid. Will find Alex Palmerville. His pass across the way to Axening back is eventually taken by Fletcher and dumped in just ahead of the red line. Don Oliveri onto the puck for the Marksmen. Steps into a clear-in attempt. This is going to be icing. 16:26 to go, third period. Defensive zone draw coming for the Marksmen. We remind you, join us at the Crown Coliseum tomorrow for Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Night. Doors open at 5 p.m. Come see some of your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters. Enjoy a specialty jersey auction after the contest, as well as a post-game skate with your favorite Marksman players. For tickets, visit marksmanhockey.com. Click the Tickets tab. Marley Quince drives the puck up ice, slides it into the middle. Oliveri shot pushed wide. Hard spill below the goal line as Riley Robertson gets up slowly. There is a takedown. Oliveri's got it. He fires. Stead swallows. And now Marley Quince and Don Oliveri will have to answer. $16:02 to go in the third period. Bodies starting to fly here in East Tennessee. Fans here are loving it. They'll get to see the Marksmen 3 more times after this one. So these two teams will meet 7 times on the year, including this contest. Farrell brings it up and ahead. Drake Glover to the near corner. One-hands it. He was looking for Jarrett Cupp, who's hopped into the rush. Far side wing. Cupp will eventually get it. Peels low to Drake Glover, stops it on his skate, looks for McNair in the slot. The pass knocked away from him by Anthony McVeigh. He'll lift it all the way down where Don Oliveri will collect 10 feet shy of the goal line. Sweeps it back into open space on a blind pass. Oliveri now having to defend on J.B. Baker. He'll slide by him. Baker curls into the middle. Loose puck in the slot. Marksmen get to it, not out. Palmerville's drive. That may have caught Brucato in an awkward position up high as Pawlowski freezes it. Stefan Brucato found himself in the unenviable position of looking right down the barrel of that wrist shot. So the face-off will be to the glove side of Jason Pawlowski. Baker, Colthorpe, Brucato, the forward unit out for the Ice Bears. It's a face-off won by the Marksmen. Curled to the far boards, sniffed out, and a drive on the way through, caught by Pawlowski on the bid from Colthorpe. You really start to see what a hard-nosed defensive unit can do for you. A little bit on both ends of the rink. The Marksmen, when they answer the bell, they're forcing shots. When there's more ice to be taken, by the same token, you almost feel like Knoxville has found a way to gain an inch of momentum. Kind of that hard-nosed mentality. Down the far wing, Marksmen into the attacking zone. Drop pass for Harrison Harper near blue line. His shot blocked by Stefan Brucato. And he'll one-hand it all the way up to the red line where J.B. Baker will gain, dump it in. Brucato, the lone man to chase. The clearing attempt by Pawlowski as he tried to shoot it around the boards is held in initially. Now Jason Price looks below the goal line to Brucato. He'll have it behind the net. One-man help. That'll come in the form of Colthorpe. Now banging bodies is Fletcher. Brucato hanging out as McCloy watches him closely. Harrison Harper forehands this one craftily off the glass. Kyler Matthews can't hold the line. This could be a chance for the Marksmen. Forneris is hauled down from behind. This is going to be tripping. It's going to go against Rasmus Waxen-Engback with 14:08 to go in the third period. Tell you about the penalty after these messages. 2-1 Marksmen lead.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
14:08 to go in the third period. Marksmen 2, Ice Bears 1. Rasmus Waxen-Engback taking the penalty for tripping. The Marksmen will go onto the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the second time in the hockey game. They are 0 for 1 tonight, 2 for 14 on the season. Entered the game 15.4%. Good for 6th in the league. St. Peter Pest Control offers year-round pest control services. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Face off to the blocker side of Christian Stead, won by the Marksmen. Now pushed to Taylor Best, playing that shooting defenseman position. Oliveri's going to be the one to take the drive, though, from the top of the face-off circle. It's caught and held on to by Christian Stead. Oliveri has a strong shot. Hasn't always been known for the scoring touch, but you want to see him drive the puck in that situation. I like that shot. It's early in the power play, only 10 seconds matriculate off the clock. That's a strong bid toward the net. Marley Quince will take the draw for the Marksman, ties it up with his skates and kicks it to Bednard. He'll push to Oliveri between the face-off circles. Now Taylor Best, near side dot, fires a shot high on the chest of Stead. He finds a way to pin it there and give no rebound. You'll take that all day long if you're Jeff Karn. It's been an admirable performance by Stead, still rocking the green and gold of Alaska Anchorage. Also produced Marksman forward Drake Glover, scored earlier in the game. Bednard trying to dig the puck out from Marley Quince as the puck is not moved out of the face-off circle. Nearly a Greco-Roman style wrestling match on the ice, finally peeled away. Bednard, top of the near blue line, will drop for Taylor Best. He looks out and sends it past to Marley Quince in the near attacking corner to Don Oliveri between the face-off circles. Back to the top of the near circle. That's Quince with a bid off the shin pad of Matthews. The rebound came screaming back off the end wall. Taylor Best hanging on to the puck here. He searches, finds Oliveri, who pushes to the far wing. Pass intercepted. Back the other way. This is Brucato. It's McVeigh, who made a good effort to get ahead of the blue line, but is now just going to peel it back and let Riley Robertson lift it down 200 feet. Don Oliveri will collect. 45 seconds to go in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. 12:50 to go in the third period. Fayetteville 2, Knoxville 1. No goals scored in this third period. Oliveri with a pass that repaints the red line to FX Girard. He'll move it up for Taylor McCloy. Cross-corner dump in. Forneris has it far wing. At the hash mark, he'll send it around to the opposite hash mark on the near side. This is FX Girard, knocked from his feet. Taylor McCloy has it. Bottom of the near face-off circle. Across to the far dot and a pass back to the near post. Never made it to Drake Glover. FX Girard will button hook behind the net, getting around of Jason Price. Feeds the point, and now Jarrett Cupp has it. Middle blue line. He gives it to Girard, top of the near face-off circle. His drive block. Big rebound in front of the backhand. Oh, Christian Stead! How did he get a piece of that one? Threw out the glove side leg pad. Cleared all the way out. We return to 5-on-5 hockey. Jarrett Cupp roughed up in the far defensive corner. He'll get some reinforcements. Ice Bears are going to look to use the momentum from their goaltender after that huge save. Another takedown in the near corner as Farrell loses his balance behind the net. Ice Bears looking to kick it forward. Balsamo moves it for a wrap chance, sealed away by Pawlowski, who has it pinned under his blocker. And we'll get a whistle with 11:43 to go in the third period. Hockey's a game of moments. Christian Stead's save on the near goal post, one of them. He was falling backwards, composed his balance and got his skate to the near side goal post to seal off Glover. So the face-off will come back down to the end of Jason Pawlowski. It'll be on his blocker hand side. It's the near circle from our broadcast vantage point. The face-off is won by Fayetteville. They'll be able to kick it out to center. Moving ahead with the puck is Taylor Best. Stops at the near hash. Gives to Harrison Harper, whose shot ricochets off of Palmerville and out of play. As Drake Glover has a word with fellow Seawolf, Christian Stead. Another attacking zone draw coming for the Marksmen. 11:30 to go, third period. Marley Quince wins it back for Harrison Harper. His shot off the end wall. Quince looking to corral it. Instead, it's Palmerville who will move it up ice. He was looking for Timofeyev, who overskates the puck. Dumped back in. Stead out of his net to play it. Looked to give it to Sam Turner. Miscommunication. Marksman have it in front. FX Girard wasn't prepared. Palmerville sends it off the far side boards. Now Fletcher skating it up ice. 3-on-3 as the Ice Bears cross the blue line. Harrison Harper with help from Marley Quince to sniff out what would have been an opportunity. Jason Price drifting back into his own zone. Fires it past to center. Fletcher gives it to the far boards. Balsamo rolls it toward the net. He was looking for help from Colethorpe. Far face-off circle. Brucato lays it back behind the net. Sam Storman sweeps it up ice, looking for Marley Quince, who has it on the near wing. Stefan Brucato all over him. Finds Jason Price. Slap shot through traffic. Tipped just wide. That may have been a double pinball. Marksmen survive. Quince has it near wing. A cross-ice pass. Skated into the zone. Is hanging on to it here is Taylor Best. Best will look behind the net for Bednard, but it's stolen away by Jason Price. He brings it all the way ahead, finding Lambrecht to look over his shoulder. He's the first man in. Lambrecht feeds it up to the point. Ice Bears stay on side. Baker to Lambrecht. From the far corner, his pass into the slot, sniffed out by the Marksman, lifted all the way back down. This is not on goal, and this is icing, but a reprieve coming with 19:56 to go in the third period. 2-1, Fayetteville clinging to the lead. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
9:56 to go in the third period. Marksmen are using goals from Taylor McCloy and Drake Glover, both in the first period, to hold off the Knoxville Ice Bears. If the Marksmen can finish this off, this is a feather in the cap win because it's proving that the Marksmen don't necessarily need a big third period to finish something off. And you love to see early in the season, just as a character test, can your group win in multiple ways? Face-off from the Knoxville attacking zone, won by the Ice Bears. But Riley Robertson couldn't step forward fast enough to hold the line. So everybody touches up as Robertson dumps it in behind the net. Pawlowski sets it on a tee for Don Oliveri. Marksman will bring it up the near side wing. Carried into the zone by Best. He drops for Glover. Down to McNair. His shot kicked away by Stead. The rebound swept up by Lambrecht. Lambrecht has it going down the far wing, cuts into the middle, stick check by Best. Now curled back in by the last forward who was trailing And we may get a hand pass called by the linesman. Oh, no, pardon. Puck out of play. I think that was meant to be a signal for a deflected puck over the glass that ended up looking more like a clapping motion. My apologies. 9:24 to go, third period. 2-1 Marksmen leading the Ice Bears. The face-off to the glove side of Jason Pulaski is won by Knoxville. Price looking into the slot. He was looking for Bellant, but the pass misses behind him. The Marksmen of the first team to it. This is Farrell, who will move it up ice for Drake Glover. Cuts to the slot. Glover fires an off-angle wrist shot. Stopped by Stead and covered. Balsamo took a hard spill on the end wall. 9:03 to go, third period. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Stead. Matt McNair will take the draw for the Marksman. He's got Farrell lined up behind him. It's of no consequence as the Ice Bears try to curl it out. All the way around to the far boards. Anthony McVeigh pitchforks it ahead for Balsamo. Off-angle shot bounces wide. You can see the fans starting to undulate with every puck that goes close to the net. They're ready to explode with what would be a game-tying goal. Marksman trying to prevent that from happening. Bryce Farrell uses his stick to lift it over two Ice Bears and back into Ice Bears defensive territory. Sam Turner gives to Andrew Bellant. Bellant pulling forward. Oliveri stands his ground at the blue line. We do have a delayed penalty coming up. Who's this one going to be on? It's a tripping call. And neither team is sending a representative to the box. Still waiting to find out who it's going to be on. I would imagine Knoxville, and it is. It's Andrew Bellant who will have a seat for tripping. Penalty comes with 8:21 to go in the third period. And the third opportunity, the St. Peter Pest Control power play coming up for the Fayetteville Marksmen, but not before Jeff Carr is going to have two of the three members of the officiating crew over to his bench. Carr is not going to let this go. So everybody skates away to prepare for the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Marksmen are 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Christian Stead. It's a face-off that is won by Knoxville and could be a shorthanded chance, but Taylor Best quickly hustles back on the clear. The Marksmen will start from their own end. Don Oliveri seen a lot of ice time here in this third period. Oliveri, the defenseman, peels back up middle blue line, settles on the far side, and backhands a pass to Shane Bednard, who has it at the near face-off circle. Shovels it to the near corner. This will be handled by Marley Quince. Feeds it up to Taylor Best across for an Oliveri one-timer that misses wide. Best on his backhand holds the line to Marley Quince. He stick-checked off the puck. Oliveri finds the stick of Quince, swings it across to the near post. Nobody home for the pass. Another good hold by Taylor Best around of Stepan Timofeyev. This is cleared all the way from behind the goal line by Price. It'll catch the dasher and roll all the way down to Pulaski with a minute gone by in the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the Marksmen. 7:20 to go in the third period. 2-1 Fayetteville hanging on to a lead they built up in the first. Oliveri saunters ahead of the red line, sends it out to the far wing. Now McNair in the slot. His wrist shot off the stick of Price. Sticks collide, the puck not out. McCloy finds Oliveri, puts it into open space at the near face-off circle. Picked up by Matt McNair, who takes a hard shoulder from Stefan Brucato. Oliveri will hold the line. Far hash marks up to the point. FX Girard shot into the body of Colthorpe. He'll swing it all the way down. 25 seconds remaining in the Marksman man advantage. Skated up by Jarrett Cupp. A little give and go play as Cupp will settle at the far hash marks. Leaves it for Drake Glover. Slides it into McNair. Save made by Stead. He melts it. Hard hit at the end of that play as McNair had his head slam on the goal post. And Drake Glover will be grabbed by Alex Palmerville. And now we've got to keep an eye on everybody. McNair back to his feet after he took a hard spill at the end of that sequence. McCloy was there. Drake Glover was trying to get away from Alex Palmerville. Veteran defenseman pulled him back and said, "Oh, no, you don't." 6:29 remaining in the regulation. 9 seconds remaining in the penalty to Andrew Ballant. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Stead. It's a clean win for the Ice Bears, but they cannot get it out. Harrison Harper holds the line. He's got space, fires a shot from the top of the near face-off circle. Corralled by Stead, and standing in the box is Ballant. Tense moments with the pressure building. These two teams know it's only chapter 1 of 3 on the weekend. Back to even strength the Ice Bears go. Ballant out of the box, but it's Balsamo who has the puck. Swings it to Alex Palmerville, looking for Balsamo on his backhand. Pulaski says no. The rebound, Pulaski corrals it. Swept all the way around to the near blue line. McVeigh holds the line for Knoxville. He's offside. And all 4,000 officials in the wooden seats here in Knoxville disagree with the call. It's an especially daunting building to be in when you've got 4,000 raining boos down on you. And it was tight on the blue line. Face-off won by the Ice Bears as Palmerville will give it to his defensive partner and get it right back. Palmerville skates to the center eye face-off circle, dumps it in. Pulaski catches and will opt to play it out. Breakout through center, turned over. Palmerville swings it into the zone. Pulaski can't stop it. Balsamo is there, near corner. Balsamo met by Taylor Best. They'll jockey for position right at the goal line near corner. Balsamo will drop for Ballant. He can't find a way to move it into a meaningful area. Harrison Harper takes it away right up the near wing. Now Fornaris has it into open space for Taylor McCloy. He braces for contact and feeds it into the trapezoid. A rolling puck corralled for a moment by Best. Palmerville gets the better of him. And now a crafty little move by Ballant to move it into space and then kick it back to Jason Price. Price looking for a cutter across the blue line. He was looking for Brucato. Brought back up by Bryce Farrell. He survives a huge body check attempt by Riley Robertson. Robertson knocked to his knees but finds Price. Swings it up for Colthorpe. Gets around of Oliveri. Colthorpe loses the puck. Jarrett Cupp is there. A soft play to Oliveri up the near wing. Now Bryce Farrell takes it. Ahead of the red line, cross corner dump in to the bench side boards. Colthorpe unable to corral it on his first pass. Now Stead will take the roller, settle it. Colthorpe, one hand pool cues it all the way up for Brucato. Ahead of the blue line, Stefan Brucato. He's into the middle, lifted over the crossbar by Colthorpe. Oliveri finishes Brucato in back the goal. Jarrett Cupp gets to the puck for the Marksmen. Cannot get it around of Sam Turner. His shot kicked wide by Colthorpe. Oliveri, high sticks Brucato. We're going to get a penalty in front. Oliveri's knocked down by J.B. Baker as Brucato peels himself up off the ice. Oliveri doesn't like it. He says he was slashed before. Brucato does get back up, skating back to the bench well under his own power. And we'll see what kind of penalty is going to be levied here. I would imagine it's going to be a 2-minute minor for high sticking. Potentially interference. No! That's going to be a 5-minute major to Don Oliveri, and he will be ejected from the contest. Replay is being shown on the video board here. Corey Melkert does not have words yet. Stefan Brucato might have used a college theater class to get the extra 3 minutes added. 4:13 to go in this third period. The Ice Bears do not just have a power play until they score once. It's a major penalty, so it will time out of 5 all the way. Can score a la mode is what we call that. Don Oliveri got his stick under the hands of Stefan Brucato, lifted it up aggressively, and it is an interference penalty for sure. Brucato fell right on his spine, took a very awkward fall, rolled over, stayed on the ice for about 15 seconds. Oliveri escorted to the box. 5-minute major for high sticking. And now the Marksmen will play on the penalty kill for the remainder of regulation. It's a face-off won by the Marksmen into the near side corner. A rolling puck. It rolls on the dasher. Puck is on edge. Nobody can get a handle on it as it's stuck right on the kick plate. This is wasting precious time off the clock, down to 3:50 to go in the third period. Palmerville will eventually grab it. Swings it far side. Slap shot caught by Jason Pulaski. 4:30 to go. 3:40 to go in the third period. Transpose my numbers there. High sticking was not the penalty announced here in-house, and we are awaiting that penalty to be updated here so that I can tell you what it was. I think the reason it's taking so long is it's one that you have to find in this new Hockey Tech scoring system. Good start to this sequence, though, as the Marksmen will clear it all the way down. Baker will swing it around. This will be carried up ice initially by Kyler Matthews. He gives it off to Jason Price. Up the near boards now to Brucato. Working on Harrison Harper, who took the puck away from him. Brucato takes a hard spill. Now Brucato goes into the near side corner to grab the puck. Leaves it for J.B. Baker and back the goal. Fed up to the far blue line. Here's a long wrist shot. Misses wide of the near goal post. Line held by Jason Price. He finds Colthorpe, who gives it to Kyler Matthews. Turned it into a dump into the near corner, and a good clear by Harrison Harper all the way down. We will keep an eye on Christian Stead for you should it come to that point. 2:50 to go, third period. Cross-ice pass. Here's a long shot through traffic. Tracked by Pulaski. He reaches after it. They score! Pulaski said he had it, and now he threw a blocker toward the official. Pulaski had it under his blocker. The goal is going to count. It was a stick just thrown out of courtesy and sheer effort, just to say you did something to the goaltender who covered the puck. And Taylor McCloy is right at the official circle. I don't know if they can overturn it. There is no video review in the SPHL. That goal is going to count. It'll be Jason Price's goal, but the officials are just discussing it by the Marksman penalty box. And keep in mind, that does not end the power play because it's a major penalty. That goal is going to count. It'll be Jason Price's first of the season on a pool cue shot that knocked the puck from Pawlowski's grasp, and he is eyeballing the official. Timeout. Jeff Carr brings out the dry erase board. He wants to draw something up on the power play. 2:45 to go, third period. Thing about goaltenders covering the puck, and again, there's no video review in the SPHL, as this Knoxville timeout will span 30 seconds. If the official brings the whistle up to his mouth, the act of him raising his hand is the same as him blowing the whistle. And it's one of those timing things, and it was right there on the cusp. And Jason Pawlowski swung his blocker hand in frustration because he thought he held it long enough to warrant a whistle. And he probably did. But Jason Price just reaches out and got ever so slight of a piece of the puck to knock it free. Line held by the Marksmen. Long drive, big rebound. Matt McNair is going to drop back and penalty kill. 3:15 to go in the Oliveri Major. This game is turned on its head in the final 5 minutes. Swept all the way down by Jarrett Cupp. We remind you that the Ice Bears have won 2 in overtime already this year. Balsamo will skate it right up center. Ahead of the blue line, Dean Balsamo will dump it in. Marksman the first team to it. Great pressure by Bellant. Bellant sends it off the skirting of the net. He's got it. Cupp shoves him into the end wall. Behind the net, Balsamo hanging on to the puck. He finds Stefan Brucato. Middle blue line, Brucato with one-man pressure. Gets around to Marley Quince. Brucato driving in with a puck on a string. Backhands it to the slot. Balsamo holding, looking, gives to Brucato. Balsamo fires and misses wide. A great chance for the Ice Bears as Jason Binkley peers over, barking instructions. Price swings it across to the far face-off circle. 90 seconds to go in regulation. Near corner now to the near blue line. Jason Price all the way across to the far dot. Brucato, one-timer in the middle, kicked out by Pawlowski. Bellant onto the rebound. Sends it to the far side face-off circle. Now below the goal line, swept to Bellant. They score! Andrew Bellant, with 1:13 seconds to go in the hockey game, sends the Ice Bears in front. A heartbreaking turn of events in the final 5 minutes. And a one-timer by Andrew Bellant gives the Ice Bears a 3-2 lead, and no reprieve for the Marksmen on the major penalty, as they'll still be a man down. The first 2 power play goals that the Fayetteville Marksmen give up on the season come on the same major penalty to Don Oliveri. And now it is hurry time for the Marksmen. Pawlowski wanted to come out of his net, cannot do it. 1 minute remaining in regulation. Taylor McCloy searching things out. Palmerville holding the puck, delaying time. Pawlowski cannot come out. The Marksmen cannot afford to go too far on the attack, although you got to sell out at some point. Glover will force the pass all the way up ice. It's tipped in. Pawlowski is already at the hash marks with the puck still in his own zone. Pawlowski will follow Harrison Harper out of the net. So this will be 5-on-5 with the extra attacker. McCloy's shot over top of the crossbar. Line held at the far face-off circle. Bednard tries to sweep it low. McCloy now. Tied up from behind. The puck gets tied up in the skates of Stead. 13 seconds to go in the game. Harper knocks it low off the dasher. McCloy, the first to it. He gets pinned on the half wall. Bednard has it. 5 to go. He looks to the slot. Pass deflected. Out to the blue line it goes. That's it. The Ice Bears defend home ice and will give the Marksmen their first loss of the season. The final score, the Knoxville Ice Bears 3, the Fayetteville Marksmen 2. And this is going to set up for a game that will be filled with vim and vitriol tomorrow in Fayetteville. Let's pause for these messages from our corporate partners. We'll be right back with Marksman postgame after these messages.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marquis?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
We welcome you back to the Knoxville Civic Coliseum. Final score, the Knoxville Ice Bears 3, Fayetteville Marksmen 2. This is a tough and bitter pill to swallow for the Fayetteville Marksmen, who I thought were ultimately the better team in this hockey game. But two quotes stick out, one from Jason Binkley, and I remarked about this in Macon last Friday. Binkley has a and whoever makes the fewer mistakes typically wins. As we'll go ahead and put this game on reset for you. It all starts off serendipitously for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Taylor McCloy scores before we hit the halfway mark of the first period. Drake Glover adds another one, 15:45 into the period. Taylor Best assists on the McCloy goal. He becomes the team leader in points. Drake Glover scores. He becomes the sole team leader in goals with 4. And you really can't ask for a better start for the Fayetteville Marksmen to this hockey game. I think what you could ask for, though, is a more meaningful second period. Andrew Ballant is somebody who, if I were in the Knoxville locker room, I'm giving him whatever that team award may be for MVP of the game, because he was the one who set the tone. He dropped the gloves with Tanner Fraze. I don't think Tanner Fraze wanted any part of that fight, and I think that's why Ballant was given the extra 2-minute minor for instigation in that situation. But nonetheless, when he drops the gloves, the entire game changes. Knoxville begins playing more physically. The Ice Bears create more opportunities. They capitalize midway through the second period. Dean Balsamo with his first of the season from J.B. Baker, who's been the assist wizard so far. And then I thought we really settled into a nicely played hockey game. We saw both teams make mistakes. We saw both teams make up for it. Christian Stead, I thought, was a rock star for the Knoxville Ice Bears tonight. He played a really good hockey game. He kept his team in it all the way through. He's going to be given the third star of tonight's game. So Christian Stead will be your third star, and I'm having to listen and talk at the same time. But he's deserving of that. And the whole thing is, after Balsamo scores, is now you put yourself in a position, if you're the Marksman, where you're still ahead, but you want to go more on the attack. Be your first star. And he is. We'll recap those momentarily for you, just having to listen and talk at the same time. But as you go into the third period, I really thought the Marksmen were still the better team. They controlled the pace of play throughout the first 10 minutes. And then I think what you saw happen is one thing goes wrong, and for the first time really all season, Fayetteville didn't quite know what to do with it. I do think that Stefan Brucato is given a little extra leeway as a veteran in this league. And he had been all over Don Oliveri. He's been all over the ice. He's a veteran player. He knows what's going on. When you've been around the SPHL that long, you command that type of respect. There's no getting away from that. But Don Oliveri gets frustrated. 4:18 to go in the hockey game, and is given a major penalty. And allow me to look this up for you because it was not announced as a high stick here in the arena, and I'm not completely sure what the public address announcer had said, so I'm going to see if I can pull this one up for you and get the penalty summary. He was called for slew footing. And maybe I would have to go back and look at the replay to be able to more knowledgeably comment on that, because the most drastic action that was taken there is when Oliveri got underneath the hands of Stefan Brucato and swung his stick upward and sent Brucato onto his back, and he landed hard on his spine. And yeah, I've been in that position before. That hurts. It is not a fun place to be. There's not a ton of padding on the spine in hockey gear. So for those of you who are still following along, thank you. But slew footing is where a foot comes in and you take out your opponent's feet with your foot. I wasn't paying attention to the bottom part of the screen on that replay. If that's the case and that happened, it's a major penalty, and you can't get that frustrated with what Brucato got away with. You certainly cannot take a major penalty in a one-goal hockey game knowing that you can score at will. And they do. Jason Price scores on a goal that will be fraught with controversy, and it'll be overanalyzed all throughout the next 24 hours before these two teams play again. Jason Pawlowski had the puck covered. It was under his blocker. It had been there for a beat, maybe two, and Jason Price just reached in and kind of pull-cued it, and he slid it through the legs of Pawlowski. The goal did count after discussion. No video replay in the SPHL. 2-2 game, and then with a minute and 13 seconds left, Andrew Bellant puts in a one-timer from the slot. Second power play goal. 3-2 Knoxville wins the game, scoring the final two goals in less than 3 minutes, giving the Fayetteville Marksmen their first loss of the season. It's a bitter pill, and it's not going to be a fun bus ride back to Fayetteville, but just kind of knowing the moments and the way this game went, tomorrow is going to be cannot-miss hockey. This will be the best game in the SPHL tomorrow, the Crown Coliseum. Limited tickets do still remain for Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Night. And you really do get to see what happens when you get two of the league's best playing against each other. Both teams held their ground well. This is a meaningful game, an emotional game, and it's going to set up for a wonderful weekend of hockey with the final two games taking place at the Crown Coliseum. We'll sign off for tonight. Again, the final score one last time. The Fayetteville Marksmen fall to the Knoxville Ice Bears 3-2. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Drew Blevins. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow from the All-American City. Until then, good night.